Stephen Hawkins already said if we continue in the path we're continuing on, the planet's going to be extinct in the next by 2080. You're talking about 2050 decreasing the thing by 200 million tons of carbon, but we're going to be 480 million new tons of carbon. By that time, Canada will be producing 1,500,000,000 tons of carbon a year with its human consumption, even if he reaches his target. Oh, he told me and then he started talking about the Earth's consumption of food. I mean, okay, currently right now in North America, you and me, everybody here to live, to make clothing, to eat food, we need 1.7 hectares of land. I said in Africa they need 0.25 hectares of land. The problem is you have to decrease lifestyle. I said the irony of that is that Africa right now has 3.8 times the birth rate of North America. So you may get us all to decrease our standard of living, but if the African nation continues to have a birth rate of 3.7 per household, I said population growth won't sustain the land value anyway. So even if you could get us all just to eat rice, the world can't sustain 11 billion people, and you decreasing the carbon is not the thing. I said, do you know why Stephen Hawkins and Mr. Tesla and Bill Gates are all trying to get to another planet? Because we're about to kill this one. And then he says to me, I don't want to live on Mars. And I said, if you got diagnosed with cancer, would you not take chemo? I'm going to let you know right now that the human species will not die. Our natural instinct, if you got sick right now, is to survive. You'd inject yourself with whatever you need to do. I said, so you'd sit there on the planet and go, I'm not going to Mars, it's too cold. You'd be like, fuck that, get me on the fucking spaceship now. So I went down in full steam. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I had a full environmental conversation.
That's okay. I was at the presentation this morning too.
I was really focused on it because I've read a lot of stuff with Stephen Hawkins and Elon Musk.
All right.
About the world population, about carbon, and his carbon tactics down there are too shy, too short, too little, too late. Because we were talking about 2050.
2050, yeah, that's a long time from now.
What?
So I'm Jill, by the way.
I'm Tim Byrne.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
And we're talking about Canadians right now. You and I each consume about 30 tons of carbon every year. And by 2050, his 200 million tons of carbon reduction, Canada will have grown from 35 million people to about 55 million, which increases the yearly carbon production just by virtue of living here, not working in these beautiful pieces of architecture increases the carbon production to just by the new people 480 million. So he's still 280 million carbon tons shy of getting it reduced. Never mind the fact the existing Canadians, in theory, if you read all the paper I did on it, Canadians at that time in 2050 will be producing yearly 1,500,000,000 tons of carbon a year, and his reduction is a drop in the bucket. So I said, shouldn't you be refocusing your efforts and building technology to decentralize people from working in normal buildings? You and I will produce 30 tons of carbon whether we go to an office or not. So why not use your home that you're already producing the 30 tons of carbon as your office and your home? Because right now you're producing another few tons over at your office.
Anyways,
right? Because we're really running two environments in concert, right? Even if you're only in the office 8 hours a day, we still have to keep it heated, cooled at night.
Right. I'm in the cleaning industry, so I'm the ISSA side.
Right.
Cleaning is done at night. They're trying with the green cleaning to do the green cleaning during the day, but you can't always do that. If you're going to strip and finish a floor or do carpets, it has to be done at night when employees aren't there. It's very hard to vacuum around people who are actually working. Oh, in my butt.
I have a lot of things in my butt.
Yeah.
I ate corn last night, Al, that's why.
And I love your goats. I've been playing with your goats.
Kevin the goat's our mascot, and we started this 18 months ago, and Kevin's my brother.
Okay.
Who I haven't seen in 15 years because he doesn't like me, but I know that Kevin watches the show.
Okay.
Which tortures the crap out of him.
All right.
And Kevin also is a competitor of mine.
Oh, okay.
In my glass business. So there's kind of a antagonizing brotherly thing going on here. I'm sure he doesn't find it as funny as I do. I find it.
That you get Kevin the goats. They like to be scratched behind the ears and on their withers, very much so.
And I had my mother last year doing a little intro for my show for about 6 months. And I took it
Okay.
off, but it said, Bob's, Tim Byrne Almost Live has been brought to you by Bob's Barbecue Sauce, where yummy begins. And of course, then we had the goat.
The goat.
With her.
I like that. I like that.
Double Lee.
Double A.
Damn it.
I know. Everybody says it wrong. Double A Solutions is the company on the back. We're a software company. So,
Double A Solutions.
Yes.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. And this is actually really live, but it'll be released another time on a Wednesday night for you. And Jill, you told me, well, we were talking before.
Yeah, that's okay.
That you were, we were live then too.
Oh, all right.
We were fully on
whatever.
we were fully on YouTube live
Okay.
streaming.
Cool.
And I knew that, by the way.
Oh, great. I didn't. Thank you.
I'm sorry. You said you do cleaning, and now you just told me you do
Well,
software,
no.
which now I'm.
Okay, so there. Good. I confused you.
No, it's good though. Great,
Okay.
great way to start a conversation, Jill.
Yeah, very long story. I've been in the cleaning industry for over 25 years. I used to run a distributor, and then my family also had a pretty large
What do you mean a
contract cleaning. We sold cleaning products.
Gotcha.
We bought from the manufacturers. We sold to end users, schools, hospitals, things like that. Then I was with the distributor. I left. Tried to get out of the industry, but this industry is like the Hotel California.
Oh, right.
I checked out. I never left. I was approached by AA Solutions. They have a software called Janitorial Manager, and it's a managing app to run all of your cleaning operations. What you said, it allows people to run their cleaning operations without going to an office. So, yeah, I got that tie in there.
That to me is far more environmentally friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got time tracking, so you know when your employees show up to work. If they don't show up, you get an alert. You know how long they've been working. You can do inspections, make sure they're doing their job. GPS oriented.
So you would put in your site is 144 Front Street.
Mm-hmm.
When they showed to 144, the GPS would notify you
They
that you're.
Showed up to work, they click in on their phone. If they don't click in within 10 minutes of when they were supposed to be there, you get an alert. So you know that your
Can
employee
they click in
is on
prior
time.
or after? So let's say they're driving down here. Could they click from another site and say they're
Nope,
at
they have
144
to
Front?
be in here, and then we can see on the map where they actually are.
But is the actual two linked together so they can't cheat?
Correct. And anybody can cheat.
I know.
Anybody can cheat, but for the most part, the person has to be on site.
Do you know what I think? And I think this is about all processes that are engaging your staff to stay within inside a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
So any technology build that engages. You're right. I think anybody can cheat anything.
Anybody can cheat anything.
I think though that the real goal in technology, when you build these processes, is to put people into a conscious awareness that they are cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think when you're consciously aware of cheating, you're less likely to do it. It's like speeding. I didn't know. You know, when you're doing 120K down the QEW or on the 401 or the 400 or one of those.
Those signs say if you're going 120, then you're fined. So doesn't that mean between 100 and 120 is like safe area? That's
Right.
how I interpreted it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's funny too because I had this conversation. I drive fast all the time, and somebody said you shouldn't drive that. I drive 140K all the time. I'm a commuter,
I get it.
and I'm 140K all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, my wife and my kids complain that I drive way too slow in the city.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on the highway, I'm a $145.
Yeah.
And somebody said to me, "Oh my God, you shouldn't drive that fast." And I said, "When you're on the highway, do you do 110, 115, 120?" He goes, "I do." Yeah. I go, "So when you're breaking the law, is there a different level of breaking the law? Like, it's still breaking the law, right?"
Yeah.
Because people go, "Well, I don't speed." And I'm like, "Do you do 110, 115? Yeah. Okay.
Then you're breaking the law.
You're breaking the law.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the idea is to make you aware.
Conscious of what you're doing.
I think that if you put a speeding camera on every bridge in Ontario and it snapped a photo and said you're speeding and sent you an email, not a ticket, I think you would find people slow down anyway. Do you get it? Because you become consciously aware that you're
The camera's there, so I'm just going to slow down in that area, and then I'm going to speed up again.
Which really was the idea originally of policing, was supposed to help policing. Yeah, it wasn't a means to collect tax revenue. It was a means to help society stay within certain parameters so everybody's safe. And now policing has become a tax a driver of revenue for the province, right? Which really makes people jaded about the whole concept of traffic police, right? It really jades everything. If your technology actually it can tell me I'm on 144 Front Street, give me 10 minutes to check in on the app.
Right.
Or I guess it's not really an app.
It's an app on their phone.
HTML5 that converts from app to desktop, desktop to app.
Yeah, app, desktop, all created.
Both, right?
The programmers do that. I just know how it works. I don't know the back end.
My apologies.
That's okay.
But I get it. But you can use it on a desktop, or
desktop,
you can use it
or you know what? A lot of people don't.
They want to use it on a cell
in this
phone.
industry. They don't want to use the cell phone, or they don't have a smartphone. I mean, yeah, a lot of people in the industry. A lot of the people in the cleaning industry,
they don't want to use it.
The janitors might not have,
or the company's not paying for it.
Company's not paying for it, or they might not actually have a smartphone. We have people that still do have flip phones.
Really?
Yeah, so they can call in from a landline based in the location.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I get that. Listen, we have contractors that we subcontractors we use in other provinces.
Yeah.
Who still want to fax us stuff. I find the faxing thing.
You know, faxing actually is safer right now in some arenas because you can't steal the online data.
Crypt it.
Right. So
code it out, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we do time tracking. We do inspections in one app. We do communication portals.
Photo driven. Like a lot of photo interaction. Me and photos is all I care about, right?
Yeah, you know what? When you're doing, okay, so the janitorial industry is really disgusting, and
I mean, that, eh?
It really is.
Dirty,
you never want to
industry.
have a meal with me because I have the grossest stories of the things that the human public does when people are in a public place.
Okay, what's the worst? Now we got to hear that. What's the worst? Ickiest thing?
And
by the way, we're X-rated, our show. So
okay, good.
Okay.
All right, so
I've done them naked.
This was okay. Please don't ask me to do that. That's very scary. Okay.
Waist up.
Yeah. I'm not signing up for that one.
Neither am I.
Yeah, not doing that. Not doing that. No, this was a very large office building for a very large and well-known manufacturing company stateside. They had an issue in their executive offices where somebody was smearing feces on the wall of the bathroom on a consistent basis. So they were having their custodians have to go in and clean it up every day.
That's like a biohazard.
It's a biohazard. It was
especially
disgusting.
if they were eating Mexican.
Yeah, even worse.
Or Ethiopian.
They didn't.
You're not allowed to put cameras up, right?
You can't put cameras up. It's the bathroom. But they did finally say the next time this happens, this is not part of our contract, and we're going to charge you, $500 each time we take it. But how great to have an app that you can go in and say, I just walked in, boom, this is what I found, and then it's stored on the computer. It's non-deletable text message,
right? And
you can say, this is what we walked into, or I took a picture of the restroom after I cleaned it.
Right, so
time and date stamp, and then the next time I walked in, I'm looking at this. Ew, that's gross.
Right?
Yeah. So people are pigs. I've been in this industry for way too long. People are pigs.
Gross, eh? Victoria's Secret had the same problem.
Really?
So in the States, this is going back a long time. This is going back 15 years ago. In the States, Victoria's Secret was having, maybe 10 years ago, kids were going in and pooping in the change room.
Ew.
And leaving it. So we were working for them at the time, and we're not janitors, but we were working for them as handyman construction guys, and we were getting calls not knowing that, because the store manager wouldn't tell you. They'd go, one of the change rooms is down.
Yeah.
So we're sending a carpenter, and he opens the change room door, and there's a duty. And we get calls from the guys going, listen,
you said that, it makes me think of the movie Caddyshack.
Right?
Duty.
It was a duty. Guys, we get calls from guys in the thing like, Tim, there's a duty in the change room. I'm like,
oh man.
The first few times you're like, what? Somebody pooped in the change room. I'm like, come on. They're like, no, somebody, and it was literally became a thing to poop in the Victoria's Secret change room.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It became a bio thing. I don't know.
Biohazard.
But they were having to shut the store down. Like people had to get out. because they find it midday, right? Like, and it'd be on a Wednesday. It wouldn't be on a Saturday. It'd be on a Wednesday, Thursday. Like, it was a slow day.
Right.
Somebody go in, somebody leave a duty behind, and then the store would have, to be closed down for 4 hours. Right?
Custodians. Yeah.
That's gross.
It's gross. Insurance industry.
And then the
Align is a VoIP phone system. And then Call Logic in the middle is an auto dialer that's TCPA compliant. That's a big word. And then
What's TC compliant?
Yeah, it's it doesn't break any rules or any laws. And then AA Solutions is our software development company. So we design custom software for people. We are in Toledo, Ohio.
The only time I ever think about Toledo, Ohio is with Klinger from MASH.
Klinger, MASH, the Mud Hens, and Tony Pacos. And yes, there is a Tony Pacos.
Really?
The food is very, very good. There is the Toledo Mud Hens. We have one of the best stadiums.
That's fun.
Around.
I've never been to Toledo.
Well, you have to come visit us. We're really cool.
Then?
What?
Why are you in Toronto?
To promote janitorial manager to the industry.
Is a lot of your business up here?
We have business in Canada. We actually have business in Ireland.
Really?
We are an international company.
How big is your company? How many programmers you got in staff? 5, 10?
About 5, 10 for all of our different products.
All different companies, or is that all the products at the one company?
One company.
This is all the brands inside
the brands inside the company. So AA Solutions is the holding company, and those are the brands we currently are promoting.
So Blitz, for everybody. I'm sorry, my apologies.
No,
I'm
that's
throwing
okay.
competitors. Blitz is like your sales force,
Yeah,
right?
but just better.
Yeah, it's funny, so I'm going to tell you, I did Salesforce, and I spent some money on it for 6 months, and we have a sales staff of 5.
Okay.
Plus some estimators and other people that would be on, so say 7. And I hated it.
Okay.
I'm talking about as a manager.
As a manager.
A shareholder, a stakeholder, I didn't find that it was intuitively giving me information. And I found that it was too easy for the mucks that work for me who...
Oh, those over there?
Yo.
Okay. Hey, wait, the goat, what was that?
That was a business card.
Oh, okay, throwing stuff in.
Best friend from Pro-Main Muck who was sponsoring the booth.
Gotcha.
Who didn't get his name plugged.
So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit.
Nice.
Paint Chips didn't get his plug in today.
Yeah, but we're talking about sales software.
Sales software?
Do you
Yeah.
use any sales software? Like Salesforce or...
Blitz sales software. Oh.
No.
They can hear him through me, right?
Only if he comes really close to your face.
Don't.
Aww.
Can you hear me, everybody? Chuck Nervick, you forgot all about Anthony Vinzi, and he's angry.
Okay.
Dylan, you're fired. Dylan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, that's terrible. Right now, you're blocking the view.
Nice.
Things we'll have to edit out for you.
Oh, that's fine. It makes it fun.
It
Plus,
does
I
make
get
fun.
distracted. You moved the goats. They're my new
that's
friends.
Our poo crew,
Uh-huh.
and they come in every couple hours and clean them up and make sure they're happy and healthy.
I think they're so cute. Okay, I get
All right.
distracted really
So
easily.
do I. I'm
Okay.
yeah. And
Yeah.
by the way, it actually makes for better entertainment anyway.
Eh,
If you're just talking about software, sometimes you get boring.
it's really boring.
And people want to know you and feel your personality. When we do the podcast, it's all about feeling the person's personality.
Okay.
It's about
I hope I
relationship
don't come across as a monster dork. I'm a...
Your product. Because really, in all honesty, listen, we're in the construction business, and I own a software business too. That's why
Okay.
I'm so interested in yours.
Okay.
It can get boring, and I think you need to entertain your client
Oh, yeah.
beyond your brochure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you'll have to stop by our booth later. We have cartoons.
Oh, wow.
So all of our stuff is on cartoons.
Okay.
All our promotional stuff, just to keep it, because software can get so boring.
Yeah, right. So anyway,
Yeah, and that's why you're asking questions I can't answer. I'm
no, and
a
by the way, so-
janitor, and I'm a salesperson by heart. So
there's an old saying, and your guys, and the guys in Blitz, the guys, the programmers, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Period.
Right.
And I found Salesforce being not innately being able to grab it, buy an app, buy a phone. So I don't want to open my laptop anymore.
right, you want to be able to access
I have 100 employees,
on
and
this.
I just want to use my phone. I do not want to use my laptop. We've almost got. Actually, I'm lying. We have our entire work order side of our business, the work order management side and invoicing side, all by phone.
Yeah.
I can sit on my dock and I can look at my phone, and I can manage my business. I can see what got done, what didn't get done,
That's
what's left.
what we have.
So Salesforce, I didn't find had that intuitive quality on my phone as a manager to do reporting, simple KPIs, not. I think when you have these kind of systems, you need simple reporting that can be drilled into. So give me one-liners.
Show me the high level.
And
then I'll decide what I need to dig into.
Click to dig into.
Yeah.
Don't show me I find that there's just a lot of this.
An Excel spreadsheet.
I hate Excel spreadsheets. I tell my staff, give me an executive summary.
Yeah.
We'll dig into this.
We'll dig if I need
but I'm not
the information. Just give me the high. You're busy.
I also found Salesforce. I'm sure you guys must have a similar problem. Is that it leaves it up to the salesperson to bullshit their way through. It's hard to build a parameter so people can't lie.
Yeah. But with ours, you can follow up a little bit more because you can send alerts to other people in the company, alerts to managers. This also gathers, if somebody goes to your website and asks for information on your company, you get an immediate text alert and an email. And they automatically get an email sent back.
No? Zendesk.
Zendesk.
Is that the
okay.
same thing?
Similar, yes.
Yeah, but it's built into the.
Yeah.
So you can actually use it on a sale rather than independent analytic. It's built into it, right? So it's not two separate things.
Right. You don't have to have
data.
multiple passwords. We want to make life simple for everybody.
All right. I got to tell you about your call logic.
Call logic is an auto dialer, so it calls one number at a time, but you sit down on your computer, you log on, you say dial. It dials, it dials, it dials, and when it connects with somebody, you get instantly connected to them. So you can start talking. So you're not, dialing numbers and taking the time.
Keystrokes take a long time.
They're gone. So you can go from 20 calls an hour to 60 calls an hour. And
you got a mobile app for it?
Yes. You do, and you can, Okay, I need to talk to you after this.
So you got a mobile app so my sales reps can go on there, go through my database.
Yeah, I've got everything right on here.
Chug off.
Yeah, all my things I have on my phone.
So does it also send reporting of who you actually touched?
Yes. And you can also...
we just made a sale right here at the REMI Show, and I tell people all the time, that sales don't happen at the show. I say to people all the time, you don't do deals at the show.
I have been preaching that this entire show. You don't do sales at the show.
Business to business shows are not for purchase orders.
No, it's just to build relationships. I have been preaching that since we started doing shows. I just joined this company in December. So, and this is the first year we're getting very active in trade shows. So I've been trying to educate people that it's for building relationships and doing follow-up. There's so many booths for people to see and learn that it's, make a connection with somebody so that you can follow up.
On the first morning, I gave a seminar on it because I was trying to teach people how to not be stupid at a trade show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Meet people around you, make the connections, schedule follow-up calls.
Yeah, make people remember you.
Yeah.
So you're memorable because there's 200 booths here. You got to stick out. If you walk up to them and go, "Hi, I'm from Double A," they're going to forget you. You need to be more creative and more genuine and more intimate.
That's why we've got a loud booth. We've got cartoons. It pauses people, and then I walk out and I'm like, "You look curious. Tell me about your business."
Yeah, tell me about you, not the other way
around.
I don't.
Right? Yeah, they don't care about me.
No.
They don't care about me or what I do. They have a business. They have problems. I need them to share their problems with me and then say, you know what? We might have a solution for you. So let me give you a call.
Are these all independently managed? Or are they managed by the same team out of Double A?
We're all in the same office. We have different teams selling different products. We have salespeople. We have account managers.
When you invoice,
they're all separate.
They're all separate?
Yes.
They're not built out of Double A?
Correct.
So they really act as all separate businesses under the umbrella of Double A.
Exactly.
And Double A's head offices in Toledo?
Head offices. Yeah.
Is in Toledo?
In Toledo. Believe it or not, technology in Toledo. That kind of sounds cool, though.
I thought they only made
technology in Toledo. A glass and toilet bowl cleaner. Toledo's the toilet bowl cleaner capital of the world. Now, the powers that be in Toledo are not going to be happy that I'm announcing that, but...
The toilet
bowl cleaner capital of the world. More toilet bowl cleaner is made in Toledo, Ohio than anywhere else in the world. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
And your phone system?
Phone system is a VoIP phone system where
Yeah, no VoIP. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, on my phone, I can make
call it
calls.
VIOP?
Yeah, VoIP.
Do you call it VoIP or VIOP?
VoIP.
Because you're HVAC, we're HVAC.
HVAC.
And you guys are HVAC.
Okay, I call them both.
In the U.S. they call them HVAC. In Canada they call it HVAC.
Okay, yeah, I
call it
I
VoIP
go
up
back
here.
and forth.
So you're half Canadian.
Half Canadian. Eh?
Eh? It's always A.
I was in Mexico last week at the ISS
And a lot of
trade show
Canadians.
in Mexico. No, it was in Mexico City, and I was so lost. I don't speak any Spanish. I mean, hola.
Mexico's a huge city too,
And
right?
it's huge.
Yeah,
And I
huge.
was so happy to come to Canada this week. I'm like, oh, I can talk the language.
Barely.
Barely. Yeah, I throw in a couple A's and I
You
fit
got it,
in.
yeah, and then you-
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
And a
true.
couple bonjour.
Yeah, it goes,
Yeah, depending
goes
on where I
up
am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oui. So.
That's the extent of my French. I can understand it now a lot better. We have a house in Quebec, and I can
Oh,
understand
okay.
I do understand it more so than I ever did. Like, I can sit around and converse with the guys, but I know when they're calling me an idiot.
Okay. Idiot.
I tell you.
Yeah.
I know exactly when they're mumbling under their breath, right? I know when they're not saying Tuesday. And they're actually saying shit.
Merde.
Yeah, Mardi is Tuesday,
Yeah,
though, right?
Oh.
But I used to think that it was the other.
Oh,
way, so
gotcha.
It took me a long time. But
Yeah.
we could talk.
Well,
French
isn't
at
that the
school.
first thing that you learn
how
in
to
any language is how to swear
Yeah.
and how to use
Tabernacle.
the bathroom?
Right.
Yeah, where's the bathroom and all the swear words?
I use the bathroom anywhere.
Yeah.
I've never had to learn it in another language.
Oh.
When I'm in the can screaming.
Thank God Jill has the product that
I know, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
you've been there a short time, and now they got you traveling all over the place.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm a data dork. I love to go in my office and shut the door and play with data and look things up and do research. But I also love to be out and be social and meet people and make introductions.
Where are you?
We're that way.
That way?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
Jill,
to come over and visit us.
Actually, Jill, and if I don't,
You have my card. I'm going to get your
we're gonna
card before
trade.
we leave. Yeah.
we're gonna trade. And we're gonna have a conversation.
And then we're going to break all the rules we set about you don't do business at trade
I know,
shows.
right?
I know.
Shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I'm gonna call you about this one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna call you about the
Yeah.
janitorial one.
Okay.
I tell you what, the janitorial one. I actually think what I'd like to do is, and this is gonna be a bit of collaboration.
Mhm.
I actually have work order manager software.
Okay.
And I think I may have tools that you'll want that I've already built that I can hand you, and there may be a bit of a barter thing that can happen.
Back and forth.
Cross-border bartering,
Okay.
which will really
We can
irritate
do
our
that.
governments.
I like that.
But it's to the advantage of both of us.
Mhm.
Because mine is for trades,
Okay.
and I have a very similar technology to your janitorial manager.
Okay. That
So-
sounds good.
But this one here, I like to talk to you.
All
and
right.
It's the mobile side of
The
call
mobile side.
logic.
Okay.
I have a tough time getting my staff to make phone calls.
All right. It's tough when you're in sales.
I know,
That
it's
phone weighs
demotivating,
100
right?
pounds.
Oh, when it's not next to your head, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the only way you make business is a numbers game.
It is.
Pick up the phone and call people.
Call people.
And how efficiently can you make that call?
Yeah, do the call logic. And again, the Align, the phone system, it's when you call from your cell phone, it looks like you're calling from your office
Yeah, that
phone.
sucks too, right?
Yeah,
same
and that
idea.
makes such. You don't want your sales staff calling from their own personal cell phones because then if the salesperson leaves, you don't have any customer numbers.
So we literally pay and give all of our staff their cell
Mhm.
phones.
Yeah,
We don't. They're all corporate phones.
but then your sales staff, then they don't want to have their company phone be their personal phone, so then they end up carrying two phones.
I know.
we all have our company phones as our personal phones.
Oh, okay.
So here's, I tell everybody, and you're right. So everybody goes
Mhm.
about their personal lives and stuff.
Yeah.
And we basically signed a pact because we're a bit of a family. We have 100 employees, but we're a bit of a
Okay.
family. And I tell
That's
them all,
cool.
Nobody's going to go look at any of your stuff
Mhm. Yeah.
until you decide to do something bad.
Right, and then.
So I think you should probably resign before you do something bad. And
Yeah.
the rule of thumb is at our place,
Mhm.
is if you want to quit,
Mhm.
you can tell me and I'm going to help you find another job
Okay.
rather than tell you to get out.
I think that's a great idea.
By the way, it changed our company.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care if you want to quit.
Mhm.
I don't care if we want to let you go. But we're going to do this together.
And I'm going to help you.
And so it's not a massive upheaval for everybody.
Exactly.
It doesn't have
I think
to
it makes
be
a lot of sense.
It doesn't have to be chaos.
Mhm.
Emotionally, psychologically, even for the entire team.
Exactly.
Because when somebody disappears on a Friday and they don't come back, it's on. So I tell people all the
Mhm.
time, you don't have to run on a fit. We're not going to fire you.
Right.
It doesn't mean we don't like you or that we don't think you should be on a different team.
Right.
But this can be a a gentle
a mutual
transition.
agreement that this just isn't working out anymore.
Gentle transition, not
Yeah.
this massive, aggressive upheaval that it always
No,
is.
and that it doesn't do good for anybody.
It's bad. It's
Yeah,
bad for
and in this
businesses.
day and age, I mean, back a while ago, when you started a job, you ended a job. Now, if somebody's there for more than 5 or 6
right.
years, that's amazing.
Right? Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 types of employees, under 3 in life.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
in
so
my
true.
head, that's the
Yeah.
That's the rule of thumb. And now that we've been doing this whole policy about you can quit and we're going to help you, or we're going to let you go and we're going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's not policy as much as it is a philosophical, right? Philosophically, as a company, you have to go, I'm not firing anybody anymore.
Right.
We're transitioning them.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Getting
And
them a
we're
new
actually-
seat on the bus.
Yeah,
Or maybe on somebody else's bus.
Or somebody else's bus.
Yeah.
Which is totally okay. But that transition has taken about 10 years to really ingrain it even into the managers and to take away that to the point where the staff go, I'm not happy, can we help me find another job?
Right.
And we help them build, well, they're working for us.
And that's great.
So the best part, 2 things happen. One, on the leave, they don't leave in chaos, even their work.
Right.
They also, funny enough, their work performance goes up.
Yeah.
So they go, I'm not happy. And then
I'm not happy, but I have to be doing really well so my next employer sees the value in me and the place I'm working
well, all of
tells
sudden
what a
there's
great person I am.
Some weird pressure comes off.
Yeah,
people.
that
So now all of a
I
sudden,
can feel that when you say it. I can feel it.
So now they all of a
Yeah,
sudden
like,
start performing better, and we've had people literally within a month go, okay, you know what I said?
changed my mind.
I changed my mind. We've
I
had that.
decided it is a good place here. I want to
Right.
stay. Please keep me.
And 70% of the staff that leaves within 2 years ask for the job back.
Okay.
They call back.
Okay.
And because they've left well,
You don't have a problem bringing them back.
there's room. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
And usually the ones that come back evolve in their position faster the second time, because now
They learned how nice they had it, and they're really committed.
They're really committed. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Committed in a good way, not committed somewhere else. Yeah.
I have friends of mine that broke up in their marriage and then got back together 5 years, and their marriage is 10 times stronger now
Than it was then.
Than it was then. And it's the same idea. They leave for a while,
Yeah.
check out the world, and go, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad what I had.
What is it? The grass is greener on the other side of the fence because it's fertilized with bullshit.
Oh, I like that.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
I
Thank
like
you so
that.
much for coming
Thank
on
you.
the show. I promise that I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
please
gonna
stop
call
over
AA.
or
You and
call me.
I won't stop over. I
Okay.
had about 10 of these podcasts to do.
okay.
But you and I will talk
Okay.
early next week.
That sounds great.
I have no idea. Where is Toledo? Near Anchorage?
Hour south of Detroit. No. Oh.
I'm Tim Byrne Almost Live. We're at the REMI Show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada with Double A. They got some sweet software, and we will see you shortly. You have a good Wednesday night. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
That
want
was
to talk
fun.
about these two.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we do have, I mean, we've got workloading, but it could be built out. We've got inventory, needs to get better. There's a lot that it has, but we can do a screen share demo. If you build your own
Oh, yeah.
technology, I think there's a great, and we do a lot of partnerships with a lot of, we're a tech company.
Right.
Yeah,
It
we
takes
got
all
the
tech companies
4,
have partners. Usually you end up going down a path, and you can't get out of it. Yet you go, ooh, that looks good over there.
Yeah.
I wish I could take this in,
yeah,
but I don't have the time.
yeah,
I'm on this trajectory, and I can't go over that. That's why
Yeah.
when you start talking about that.
okay.
This one
Yeah, and
here,
like Blitz, our largest accounts with Blitz are Allstate Insurance and Farmers Insurance. We're really big in the insurance industry.
I want to try this one with my staff.
Okay.
I make them make 25 calls a day.
I think I've got a trifold. I've got our computer, our trifolds, our cartoon trifolds with me, and I think I've got a Call Logic one with me. So I'll bring over my cute little trifolds here, because that gives me a chance to pet Kevin again. Uh-huh.
They're so cute.
Do they live at your house?
I know they live with a friend of mine. We have a farm. I have a farm.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I can take this off now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
I was equestrian.
Oh, okay. I
Your
rode
horses.
horses. I grew up riding hunters and jumpers.
My wife's a jumper.
Oh, okay.
She's here somewhere.
Okay, cool.
She's a jumper. We have 6 horses.
All right.
But the,
Oh, and I've got
downstairs
my
working.
kid has my kid. I have a 20-year-old working show with me.
your 20-year-old?
No, not he. Was
Somebody else's
with
20-year-old?
the company before I joined, and I'm ready to beat my head against the brick wall. That's just between you and I. But he actually is
All my
closing
stuff.
a deal. I know I can't deal with these millennials. They're driving me nuts.
like
Yeah.
you-
Okay, 20. The kid isn't even 21 yet. Trust me.
I mean, all my guys are under 30. Even superhero here who runs Stadium Glass for me. He runs the whole thing and all 80 employees. How old are you? 17? You're 18?
Nice. He's got a sale in 4 minutes, so.
Run. We'll talk again.
I'll be back.
I promise. We will talk.
Okay. Put that right there.
Yeah, it's forever.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay.
Come this way, John.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Podcast children.
Yeah, just pull that out. No big deal.
Go.
Okay, so. This is gonna go on like that, around the back of your head.
Like so?
Yep. And then that goes there. That goes there. So that goes on like that.
Perfect.
Find you? Alright.
I feel like an alien.
I feel like a professional.
Yeah. CNN shit. Hi, this is Don Lemon.
Grand Hero, do we have liftoff? Okay.
I know it feels funny, but it'll look better if it's It's all about the color.
It is all about the look of the other leg.
How are you doing with the army band there, Joe?
There we go.
The one on the other arm there? Sweet. Got you. Oh,
Sweet.
The pink army
Yeah.
is watching over you.
Appreciate it.
The boys. The boys.
The mandem.
Yeah, got it. Alright, where I am, Tim.
How's it going, Aaron?
Aaron?
Yep.
Tim, how you get on? Tommy.
Tom Brady, right?
The real Tom Brady.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You named after him? old are
Unfortunately, he's named after me.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Your parents named you after him.
Yeah. We don't actually follow the NFL.
No?
No.
Where you from?
Ireland.
Whereabouts?
Just north of the capital, Dublin.
My family's from Drogheda.
I'm from Toronto.
Fuck off.
That's where I'm from.
All right, so Connor Byrne, how old are you?
Connor Byrne.
Yeah.
He's like 25.
Yeah, Patrick, Connor.
Oh my God, I think they're from like just outside Drogheda.
They're sitting on living on the hill.
Yeah, Tully Allen.
Yeah.
Hill of Rath.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like 5 minutes away from there.
Yeah.
That's where my house is.
His dad's Darmid.
Yeah, the Byrne.
Drives the cabs.
There's also Byrne taxis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
Small
funny
world.
shit. I was just there last summer.
That's crazy. Yeah. My house is like 5 minutes away. I live in Turnfeckin.
Come on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is super funny. Come on. You guys got business cards on you? Oh.
We left them at the booth, no?
Come on, your card.
I left mine at the booth.
Push Tom in. That's what you need to do, honey.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can you stand up for just 1 second?
Yep.
Whose purse is? Oh, that's Jill's. She'll come back for it. We'll find her.
Why do you have a sticker on your card?
Because we used to do residential cleaning, and we didn't want to do residential cleaning anymore.
Oh, that looks better.
So we were changing our cards often with the business model that was changing at the time.
I forgot Caroline's face on my card. I think you guys are sounding good. Nice. Can we all just talk a little bit?
Yeah.
Say
absolutely.
1, 2. Yeah, say 1, 2, 3, 4.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not at the same time.
Go ahead.
You're not
1,
singing.
2.
3, 4.
Oh, yeah, that was good. I like that a lot. No, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk at
Tim's
all.
tired of talking.
Do I got shit in my mustache? Doug Macy told me I did. If I have shit in my mustache, you get it out.
Kids, look, Tim, you're good.
Thanks. Burn. That's a burn. She's a burn. That's a burn.
Wow. All the Burns.
I know, right?
Is it Robert Byrne? Do you know Robert as well? No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Connor's brother.
Yes, I'm friends with Robert. I'm friends with Robert.
Fuck
Byrne.
off.
Yeah. I'm
You
actually,
play
he went to the Ollie School, St. Oliver's. I went to his house party.
Okay, so they're friends with Connor, Patrick, and Robert.
Red Brick Bungalow.
Darmid?
Red Brick Bungalow?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
That's funny shit.
For a reaction, she was the wrong person.
I know, right? Connor worked for me for a year. He came over to Canada and worked
No
here.
way.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. That is pretty crazy. That was a fucking small world.
Yeah,
Ireland,
yeah.
right? But Ireland's a small place.
Ireland's a small place. Droghed's the biggest town in Ireland, so.
Yeah, that's right? Yeah. How you doing over there, Alex?
We are good to go. You can start whenever you feel like.
Which camera's doing what?
I'll let you take the lead.
Live stream still. This is a phone.
Nice. That's your fancy camera. Hi, I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm down at the REMI Show. That's the Real Estate Management Industry Show here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I seem to have somebody from my hometown.
There you go.
All right, gentlemen, you're both from iRestify?
You got it.
Correct.
Yep.
And your cards have changed, and you were telling me why your cards have changed. Why have they changed? Sorry, let's do names here.
Sorry.
Aaron?
So my name's Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. How are you? Welcome to the
I'm
show.
fine. Thank you.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy?
And you need to figure out the football player guy you should run
Yeah,
into him,
absolutely.
right? But you wouldn't. Yeah, it's wrong football, right?
Nah,
Totally.
yeah, wrong football. We go off football, but
Yeah, I know.
you guys go off soccer.
Irish football is a really tough game too, eh?
Yeah.
Real Irish football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the
Brutal.
Gaelic.
Crazy.
Tough game. Brutal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
physically.
really hard game. Concussion. Okay. Why do you guys have sticky tape on your card?
So we were changing our cards a little bit often. When we first started, we were a residential cleaning company.
Yeah.
That was back in 2016. And we
Okay, but
offered
these-
things like snowbird services, things like that.
You want to
so.
see the card?
You're in touch with the card. You
I
show
am.
the card.
So, why the sticky thing? Is it because you're new?
We essentially have changed the cards. The cards were originally structured around residential booking, and then we're just adjusting the cards essentially.
So you guys just do cleaning?
Commercial cleaning, yep.
For like office towers, condominiums, industrial buildings?
Property managers,
Exactly.
mostly property
So
managers.
why'd you get out of the residential side of it?
There you
Because
go.
it sucked?
I don't want to say that. The revenue,
You're on the right track.
the revenue is non-recurring. The churn rate's high. A lot of people are cleaning is subjective, and a lot of people will
subjective is
complain.
true, right?
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily a sustainable business model moving forward, because a lot of time spent on a residential one-time booking meant on an operational side of things, you were spending a lot of time that wasn't profitable in the long run.
What do you guys do for them?
Sales and marketing.
Sales and marketing?
Yeah, I'm in sales.
Oh, how the hell did you end up here? How'd you end up here from Ireland?
Sorry?
How did you end up here from Ireland?
Why not? I mean, I was in Ireland for 22 years. Decided there wasn't a push factor necessarily away from Ireland, but there was a pull factor to go somewhere else. So I decided
Was
to
it a
come over to
girl?
Canada. No, it was two of my boys.
always a girl.
Yeah.
Always, right?
That's what they
Always.
want you to believe.
Right.
No. We came over and it's been going great. We've been over since last year.
Really?
Yeah. My accent is slightly lessening. I used to talk twice as fast. Now it's just half the time. So.
No, I'm okay with that. I get it. Well, but I guess it's the Irish in me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you guys switched how long ago into commercial cleaning?
2018.
How hard is it to switch over? I mean, you got the Hallmarks and those big, huge monster companies. If you're in residential, it's a smaller crew, faster turnover, where logistically doing commercial stuff is like more staff, more process orientated, more infrastructure in it. How big is your company now? And when you got your first contract, was it hard to make that switch? What do you do for them? Sales too?
Sales and marketing. I was the first employee.
Really?
So I started in 2016. So yeah, I was there for the switch, and it was pretty seamless. The
All right,
transition.
whose family owns it? Your family own it?
No.
Your family own
Neither
it?
of us. No.
Just checking. Well, you said you were there from the beginning. so
Yeah.
okay,
No, two
family.
co-founders that worked in the service industry previously started this, and they started as a residential cleaning company. What happened was, when we started working in the residential sector, a lot of property managers were calling our phones, asking us for cleanings. We thought that, okay, there's a market here, and we built a.
Are you doing it here in Toronto only?
Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal.
Who's in Montreal? Who's in Ottawa? Like, do you have staff there? Like either a salesperson or management staff?
So that's the advantage. We essentially have no geographical limitations, which a lot of other companies do.
How do you work in Montreal though? You need an RBQ license, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So there is obviously certain regulations we have to go through, but with ourselves, because it's working through a centralized system where you, let's say from a user standpoint, have an account that you use, all we need to do from our side of things is find contractors there, vet them, put them through our normal 4-step process, and from there we can set up the account for you from a customer standpoint.
So are you managing the actual cleaners themselves? You manage them on site?
So we essentially, iRestify is the platform that connects both the customers being property managers, property management teams, office management professionals, and the cleaning experts. The cleaning experts that we use are all contractors, so they're contracted directly with iRestify.
I hate to use the term, but we're the Uber for commercial cleaning services. It comes with.
I like it.
So it comes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
a lot of people say it, but this is the truth. It comes with GPS tracking. So property managers love that. They track the cleaning based on the amount of time and a certain amount of space. Comes with automated invoices.
Yeah.
And you could remote check a service off-site. So you could be in Australia, open your app, and see before and after pictures of your space.
Yeah. Removes the need for guesswork.
Does the app? So really, you're a technology company
with
in the janitorial space.
Exactly.
You got it.
Exactly.
You got it.
Is that the right?
Yeah,
Nailed it.
exactly. It removes
It's
the
a
need for
tech-based.
guesswork.
It's a
So are you a
tech-based
programmer?
company. No, sales and
do
marketing.
you have programmers on your staff?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We have 4 programmers on staff.
Right. So I like the analogy Uber.
Yeah.
So prior to being the Uber, prior to having your technology, and you were doing were you doing the residential inside technology as well?
Yeah.
And you couldn't make the model work?
We could. It's just that the churn rate was so high on the demand is one-offs. You get a lot of calls on June 30th.
Yeah,
for the turnover,
right?
And then you don't get calls again until the following month. Whereas you can clean an office 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 5 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, 365 days a year.
So there's no consistency to having it as a residential one-time booking to a service, let's say 5 weeks down the line. It comes sporadically.
I mean, I have a cleaner in my house, but they're there every week. Isn't that
recurring? Yeah, and for every 9 one-offs, you would get 1 recurring.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So every 9 people that give you a call say, hey, I need a cleaning. They need it right now. It's usually an emergency
you
situation.
Back for the second one, or booking out a year out.
Correct.
Was it because? Sorry, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Was it because you didn't have it wasn't. I have a cleaner that comes to my house, and it's the same nice person every week, and I know them. Is it because you were dealing? Was a frustration on your residential side that they were having a different person come to the house every time?
No, the recurring service, we promised them the same cleaner every
Sure.
time, so it was
Unless
the
you're
same
bankrupt
system.
or thing. I got,
Of course,
totally
yeah,
right.
yeah. It was the same service. It was just ultimately the business, the recurring revenue on the commercial side and the property management side just made more sense
Yeah.
to stick our operations on that side.
You are touching on the right subject there in that it is much easier in terms of a recurring side of things where the customer knows and they're familiar with the same consistent expert. That's why recurring generally from a cleaning standpoint again works better as well.
So now that you're in the commercial space, how does your software? Because you're Uber, and I like that. You've got subcontractors working through a portal
Yep.
that makes it part of your brand, right?
Yep,
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
got it.
So how are the property managers accepting that in comparison to, historically the same model, which is a Hallmark that has all their own people, or an Apollo 8, which is now not Apollo 8, there's something
Yeah,
else, but
yeah.
because they bought and sold.
Yep.
But these big companies that have feet on the street that under their employment that are managing not through technology but through, is it just you're saving them a crap pile of money?
Saving them money, ultimately you're saving them time.
Yeah.
These people, a lot of the way cleaning is handled in the industry, it's very archaic. It's very pen and pad, written down invoices, searching, things like that. You could log into your dashboard and see exactly how many hours was worked, what you're paying for your service, in which building you're paying for it. And I know you spoke about like operating budgets yesterday, for example.
Yeah.
That's a big one. When the tenant is looking, when you're dealing with the cleaning for a tenant, and they need a clean.
You were in my workshop.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, no, I got it now. It all clicked into me right now when you said it. I'm like,
Just
I
remembered
remember
it.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember you two fuckers.
Yeah, of course.
You get to tell Robert you saw me
Yeah,
speak.
yeah, I can
That's
tell
super-
him, I can
that's
tell
super, super funny. Go to his father and tell him you're Rosen. I talk to his father all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
nice.
do.
Yeah.
I talk to Connor all the time. too.
I've never met his father, but
Have you-
I think he probably wouldn't want to meet me after his party he had. So.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Yeah. Probably more Barbara's mother, right?
Yeah.
'Cause she would.
Yeah.
She'd box everybody's ears for sure. Okay, so but when you go to tender,
Yeah.
are you tendering?
We've now started that process. A lot of our
it's a large
business.
process.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
large process. It's a lengthy process. A lot of the contracts are 3 to 5 years. But
And they're set up to be feet on the street, not district, but a night manager, a supervisor.
Yeah.
They want a real body. They want to know it's under your employment. They don't want to be subcontractor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's much more like processes
Infrastructure.
involved. It's a
You
little more
got it.
convoluted, but we're absolutely able to cater for that.
we can cater for that. But a lot of property managers we work with are the mid-range ones.
Sure, the guys with 10 stories or less, not the 10 stories and up, right? 'Cause
You
10
got it.
stories
Yeah.
up, the whole program
Changes. Yeah.
Yeah.
really changes, right? They want supervisors every 5 floors. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week
Nailed it.
operation. The cleaners have offices.
Yeah.
In those buildings.
In those
right?
buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You go to Scotia Plaza, they almost have 1,000 square feet of
Yeah.
offices.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, you guys got an office as big as mine, right?
Yeah.
So you guys aren't doing that big market yet.
Not
You're
yet.
staying, You're
No.
staying in the boutique
Yeah.
side still,
Yeah.
On the
being
boutique
critical word.
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
staying with operating managers, staying with buildings that theoretically don't have a full complement of property management staff on site. So do you have a property manager or an operation, like when you go to BCE or like a First Canadian Place,
Yep.
there's 3 operations managers, 3 property managers, 2 general managers, a VP,
Yeah.
and a supervisor. And you're
Exactly.
working in a building that has 1 supervisor or 1 operations manager,
One
not
property
a whole
manager.
complement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Right, so
got
you're
it.
actually filling the
It's
void.
the one-off. Yeah.
exactly.
It's the property management companies with 16 locations.
Why would I sign up for you if I was the cleaning side?
Because you get to set your own your
Are you
own
managing the money?
territory. Yeah, yeah. So we pay the cleaners. It's all done through PayPal, the merchant.
Sure, yeah.
So we handle that. If you're a cleaner, and why would you sign up with us? You get to pick your own territory. You get to pick your own schedule, and you have the ability to accept or decline jobs. They're going right to your smartphone. So
Yeah.
you could increase your revenue based on the territory you set, the time you set, the availability, and the amount of cleaners you have on your team.
So it's very user friendly from a cleaning standpoint as well.
Because it has to be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Has to
And
be.
they completely have their own power in that sense. Like they have the ability to have as many hours as they want, essentially. So if they choose that they want all of the GTA as a remit, they can use that. And then
Are
it
you
will
paying
potentially-
them same day like Uber, or are you waiting? Are you on terms of like 30 days and stuff?
Weekly.
Yeah. All
Right.
payments are done weekly, and it's all through credit cards. So that's the system, and the PayPal is a payment merchant as
But your
well.
property managers aren't through credit cards.
Yeah. Purchase orders and credit cards. We have the ability to upload purchase orders
But it's
from our
mostly
system.
purchase orders, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the more mainstream property. I'm not talking about mom and dad's property management.
Yeah.
The more
Yeah.
mainstream property management companies, the Brookfields,
On larger scales, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
the Dell property man.
Yeah.
You know,
You got it.
The Crown property,
Yeah.
all those auctions.
Allied.
Galleries, yeah.
They're not dropping their credit card.
No,
down.
exactly.
No,
You're
you're entirely right.
Yeah, no.
So we built a portal to upload your cleaning checklist. So that's sent directly to the cleaner's phone.
Right.
And the purchase order is also uploaded to the system.
Yeah.
Your client's purchase order.
Yeah.
Your clients are going to pay you in 30 to 60 because they're jerks.
We've kind of broken that, the payment terms. For the
But to
purchase orders,
But to grow
yes.
your business, the purchase order I'm talking about. I mean, when you grow your business, you're going to have to accept terms. Somebody's going to have to bankroll the terms, right?
Yeah.
That's really what Hallmark's play is. You know, those big cleaning companies, their plays are they can sustain a cash flow because staff that wants to be paid every week or every 2 weeks, they can sustain a cash flow for up to 60 days without going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Probably one of the biggest problems you have in this marketplace, being a supplier, is the sustaining cash flow for the shitty payments that property managers make, right?
Yeah.
When you wait 60, 70 days.
Yeah.
You're going, and I'm paying it weekly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, it's because it's on a larger amount as well. Yeah.
Right? You're dying. So somewhere in the next year or two, as you progress deeper into the property management side, somebody's going to have to go and capitalize the corporation to ensure that it can sustain
The
growth.
cash flow.
Yep.
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 Well, cash flow first. Yeah, A, cash flow. B, the growth, because you can outspend your money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody hands you $1 million cleaning contract, and it's $80,000 a month, but and you guys are making 10 grand off the 80. You got $70,000 in cash flow. The property manager takes 2 months to pay a bill. That's 140 grand out of pocket.
Yeah.
Before you see your 20 grand.
Yep.
That you get to keep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a big leap of faith from going from mom and pop residential doing a $60 clean on a Friday,
Yep.
like Uber,
Yep.
to going to a commercial guy who wants, I want my one invoice in a month. You can see the check in 45 days.
Yeah.
That's how those big companies.
That's
Which
a
really
different
sucks
conversation.
for you guys, right?
That's a different conversation, but we're here to kind of break the industry. It's a very archaic industry. We're here to change things.
It's funny because they collect their rent on the first of the month, and they're out
There
waiting.
you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And that includes your operating money, right? Which kind of makes it funny. They're collecting every last penny
Yeah.
much faster than they're delivering it out to their.
Well, believe it or
supply
not,
chain.
some are willing to change and some are willing to hand that credit card over. There has been for the benefits of the system, for the technology
Absolutely.
that behind it. They weren't tracking their cleaners before. They had no way of tracking their cleaners or the invoices or the money spent. So they get the online dashboard, the personalized feel, and a lot of them are changing their ways. We've had guys come up to our booth and say, my boss is really old. He doesn't understand email.
Oh my God, right?
He doesn't understand email.
Emails,
but
so-
this is what we need.
Yeah.
And they're sort of breaking the trend for us. It's a very dinosaur industry, the cleaning industry.
So just imagine it.
Every
it's,
industry is,
Yeah,
hey
it's-
man.
that's a
All
good
these-
point.
It's
That's a
all
good
these
traditional
point.
construction industry, service industries
That's a
are
good point.
archaic,
Yeah,
right?
but what
There's
are-
a bunch of old idiots.
Yeah.
What
I'm
our
old,
what
by
our
the way.
overall
It's okay.
what our overall aim is to essentially update an outdated service. In that all of our features are trying to make it more seamless in the process of operations and cleaning and connecting the two.
It's gonna be hard. It's an uphill battle, eh?
It is, but I mean, when you see customers give positive feedback on a system that hasn't had that feedback previously or had the ability to do so, you have a lot of hope for the future, 100% in what you're doing.
And it's a public release, so venture capitalists have gotten involved as well. So we have some guidance there.
Right.
And
Because that's what you're gonna need the capital, right?
correct.
So, where's the software being made right now? Here in Toronto?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a back end.
Programmers out of Toronto, or the programmers out of?
Out of Toronto,
Out of Toronto.
Really, eh?
Yep.
Everything's out of Toronto. Yep.
How many Irish boys do you have working with you?
just one.
Yeah, that's
Just
gotta
one.
go, eh?
Yeah. they can only have one.
His accent's changed since he came over here. It's been about a year
You're gonna
now.
have to
Yeah.
convert them faster,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sounds stupid.
It's working. Yeah.
I love that. I can't say that to anybody else. It sounds stupid, except a fellow brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
no,
course.
exactly. And like we take offense. It's like cool. It's like that's how you know you're a brother.
Right? It's
Over
true,
here, it's
right?
like people are like, whoa, dude.
Where's there? No, right? Yeah. They're far more sensitive.
That's how you know your friends are back home.
Yeah, they're far more sensitive here in Canada than they are in Ireland.
Yeah, can't say anything.
Ireland, they say everything to each other.
They've also so many
Yeah.
rules over here. So many
Yeah, I end up in court a lot. I'll be honest. I get in a lot of shit.
rules. Not yet for me being the big word again.
I tell you, man, I've gone to the Ontario Human Rights because I've said some stuff, and I all mean it in good fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then people take it the wrong way. You're like, stop being so sensitive.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones break your bones, and names never hurt you,
Come
right?
on.
That's that's the moment
They
where
take
you're
that
okay.
seriously over here.
Oh,
It's like a code of conduct.
Yeah, I literally tell my kids, sticks and stones break your bones, names will never hurt you. Who gives a fuck what people say to you?
Yeah.
Walk away.
Absolutely.
And the minute you can start taking people to court for what they say to you, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to reassess what you're thinking.
maybe you should reassess who you're hanging out with.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
100%.
right? I mean,
100%.
I got it if somebody takes a swing at it, but if somebody says something to you,
It's not worth it.
get lost.
Yeah. See you
Yeah.
later. Over. My
Of
day's
course.
gone.
Boys, I wish you success.
Thank you so
100%.
much.
That's
I really do.
appreciated,
Thank you
Tim.
so much.
I really
Thank
do.
you. Yeah.
We're going to edit this up for you. I'm Tim Byrne, Tim Byrne Almost Live. Sorry, you're right, I got to do that, right? Shit. I was really excited about Tom Brady. I'm Tim Byrne, this is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm here with the boys who run the Uber of housekeeping and cleaning. I Restify. They're here down here at REMI in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm totally off my game at the moment, and I suck at doing podcasts. We'll see you next Wednesday.
My
All right,
man,
boys,
thank
now
you
we'll do
very
that.
much.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
Dave.
you.
Boy.
Okay,
Here,
perfect.
so
We're good.
go change your cars to something fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Make them plastic
Perfect.
instead, right? You
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. They're cheap, eh? Go to Alibaba.
I
You-
know, but did you hand their card back? I want to keep it. Thank you.
Go to Alibaba.
Nice. There you go.
Go to Alibaba and buy your business cards. They're half the price here,
69 cents.
and they're cheap.
There you go. That's
Even
pretty good.
cheaper. The more you buy, the cheaper.
Well, remember, those cards can be in. So, business cards, the only thing that your customer keeps forever.
Yeah. That's a good point.
True.
Your brochures and all that other dog shit is
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
Business cards you're gonna keep. So put the card in their pocket they can't wash, or they can,
Yeah.
right?
I want to tell Rob Byrne.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you do? Yeah, absolutely. Catch him up and go, hey asshole, I was
Yeah.
was with your cousin.
So what? Your cousin?
Yeah, cousin.
Okay,
yeah.
no way. And what's the relation exactly?
Dermot, actually, he's my. So those the boys that are here, Connor and Robert and Patrick are all my second cousin. It's their father that's my cousin.
Got
Or
you.
they're my first cousin. Their father's my cousin. First cousin,
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
So, Connor's dad is my cousin.
Yeah, I've been on a couple of good nights out with Rob. He loves a good night out. That guy loves a good night out.
Yo.
And Connor does DJ.
All three of those boys. do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. They can
my
drink. They can
God.
drink.
Well, they're Irish.
Yeah, they're Irish for start, but even they drink for Irish people. It's good.
Oh, hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
I
good
remember
boys,
the
though.
first,
A lot,
the
no,
first
oh,
time I went to
God,
Ireland.
Jets, absolute Jets. Well, I only really know
Oh my
Rob.
God, I don't
Yeah, I
remember
got
it.
So Connor, I know Connor the best one because Connor came and worked for me for a summer.
Yeah.
So we really got to know each other and
Yeah,
shoot the shit, you know, beyond emails or photos every once in a while.
Yeah.
Right, we got to shoot the shit.
You were there last summer.
Yeah, I was there last summer. Connor was with me 3 summers ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
There you
think
go.
he's traveling. I think he's back home now.
He
That's
was
actually
traveling
pretty crazy.
a lot.
A lot.
So you related as well?
Yeah.
No way. All the Burns. What's going on here?
Yeah, fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like a family reunion.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That is a small world. That is a
Yeah.
small world.
That is funny.
I will tell them 100%.
All right, boys, go back to work.
100%. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, 100%.
It was really nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
100%, Alex.
Nice
Cheers.
to meet you.
What's the...
That's all right. It's everywhere.
Hey, it's Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm Tim Byrne. Where's my goat? We're still in the air.
Alright, you've only got 2 more that I have scheduled. One at 12 and one at 1. Take that right now? About half an hour.
They have the same thing.
Who's that?
So she runs payroll software and derivatives. Okay, but it's GPS allocated. They don't punch in within 10 minutes. They punch in 10 minutes before their time, 10 minutes after their time. Reply to them with an email.
Well, it's what ADP does. Same thing. And ADP does all that. We're making them punch in on site, not on them. We're not activating it. We're not.
it's cat vision. Okay, still cat vision. Yeah, other than that, see, the things are vacuum.
Unless you put the microphones up high.
Oh, they can hear us now.
No, they're not high enough to hear you. They're just a little high. A little high, not a lot high. Not a lot of high. There's not a lot high. See, say something.
Blah, blah, blah. No, no. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Welcome to Timber and Goat Division. Goat Division. Hello, welcome to Goat. My name is...
You should have done your haggis bit for Tom.
I guess. That's Scottish, eh? It's not Irish. It's Goat Vision. From Timber and Almost live down the REMI Show. Wife Vision. Ugly Daughter Vision. Oh, an angel waved. Angel Vision. Yeah, that's what happened, yeah. You're like, hey! You cut right into the ugly daughter, right? That was really quick. Really, really ugly daughter vision.
I knew.
That's the Pooh Crew.
Are you Tracy? I am. Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you too. So I'm
I'm Cat Byrne from Burn On Demand Handyman. I sound like a man with a nice can.
I'm getting a cold, so
Oh, that's fine.
Have a back with a crack.
up a lung. You know what? And can they make sure that the picture makes me look 40 pounds slimmer?
No problem.
No acne or nothing, okay?
Okay,
Full dark
gotcha.
is what I want to look like.
We'll just crop in a
Just
photo.
saying. Yeah. Just put her whole body in.
Yeah, there you go.
I love her suit.
That's
Right?
Connor.
Lady. Yes, she is. That's my cousin.
I already complimented her on her suit because of my
We did
purse.
none yesterday.
Oh, yeah, so you need to have that purse.
They did nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't open, they opened
You should
two.
have worn your
Stadium. Opened two in total.
shoes.
I know.
No.
You know what's funny
No,
is
no.
I was going
Bad day at the office.
Oh, same. I wore heels yesterday and I was like, no.
Vinzy Vision. Is your wife watching right now?
Yeah. And walking. So
They can only hear me, eh?
Did you say your hooker?
Yeah, Alex says the mics are really tight. These ones? She says they only pick up right here. We switched them on purpose because the last few podcasts we had a lot of problem with noise, eh? So we went to these on purpose.
Just saying, if I would, no, I'm just, it was yesterday, I took my shoes off to drive
There you
to
go, Michael.
the hotel, so I was like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
From?
I can't put those shoes back on.
Yeah,
Feet were swollen?
Is it-
Find my flip-flops.
Yeah, I
Even
see it.
this morning, I had to put little wedgie things on. They're
Yeah.
okay, but
That's
they're
funny.
Velcroed back and they keep catching my pants.
He likes this.
Yeah, so I look like
I know he does.
more
I like Vlad too, actually.
No, my feet were swollen this morning. These shoes are usually much tighter, and I had to really let them out so that they would fit in. All right, so this is gonna go. So that goes around that ear. That goes around the back of your head.
I just watched
Yeah.
payment,
So
right?
it's up to you if you wanna. You can tuck it underneath your hair.
That's all I would do, right? Just make sure that he doesn't rip us off. And I mean by time, not by money.
Oh, my lip
Gonna meet you. Jody is gonna meet you, and Rob's going and printing off all the drawings right down here.
Where am I?
Okay.
Can't swear.
Oh no, you can swear. No? All right,
The president's
so
gonna see this.
that's gonna go. Lift your hair up,
Okay.
and then it's gonna go around your ears. So we'll
Find it.
like that one,
Okay.
and then on this side. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Like that one there.
Well, I feel like I'm. Yeah. Beyonce, look out! Here's your competition.
Sorry? No, I'm alright.
No, that's me. I'm the camera guy.
Oh, okay, so I've got a $100 bill in my wallet for you.
And you're gonna have that beside you. You can move. So sit right here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving them. I'm going to sit with you. 2 seconds.
Preview some questions, like,
No. It's not what I do.
wait to hear what my story is. It's not very exciting.
That's too much at the top.
Huh?
Too much room at the top.
I've lowered this down incredibly.
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna angle it a little bit.
I want Promain's logo in.
Don't want anything about getting off the stage.
Right now it's in. Do you have a business card on you, young lady?
Yes, I do, sir.
I don't want to go back there. Yeah. Did you work with Terry?
No, so I know I
Knew?
worked with him.
Yeah.
And you knew he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his son's name?
Russell.
Is Russell's taking the?
Yes. So Russell's taking the helm. Basically, I started with them in February.
Okay. So you didn't get to meet him.
Well, I talked to him on the phone many times because I knew of Scandy from my distribution days.
You call it Scandy?
I call it Scandy. Sorry. Yeah.
I like that.
I knew of him from my distribution days, and that's how I knew they were good company.
What was that?
You moved that camera, but this one was getting that view anyway.
I know.
I'm just switching cameras.
I know, but that one's a live feed.
Yes, it is.
That's why I was switching it.
So we're not doing a live one?
Oh no, trust me, we're live right now.
You liar.
No.
Avis and Young's watching us.
Avis and Young is watching us from Avis and Young's head office
Oh. So you
at 401 Bay Street.
yeah, that's nice.
Oh, we can say fuck, shit, asshole, doesn't matter. You can say anything you want.
Toe jam.
Toe jam? Yeah, I'm potty mouth. They all know that.
Yeah,
Those
I can
20,000 downloads I get a month aren't because I'm reading a script,
Remy?
right? It's not because I'm reading a script, that's for sure. Oh wow, we're doing super zoom close here, eh? You're gonna get the back of my bald spot the whole time.
No, it looks good.
You're a liar.
They all lie.
I'm not lying. It looks good. And I'm getting Burns logo.
Nice. How good do I look, Kat?
Is his cleavage showing? Is your cleavage showing? We're not, this is not our
How are we doing now?
Is it hot in here? Is it just as if
It's just me. I'm hot.
I know that's what she was meaning.
She meant that, see? She, sorry, what's Terry?
Tracy? I'm
What,
Tracy.
what's Terry's last? What was Terry's son? What's Terry's son's name?
Russell.
Russell. Terry, right? Worked with Terry.
But you can't see her. I don't.
Terry Hayes, Russell's son, Prism passed away.
I know what you're telling me, and I'm trying to. Absorb.
Calgary guy, Edmonton guy,
Yeah. I can't.
big tall dude.
I can't picture it, but I know who you're talking.
Yes, you can.
I can't picture him.
Remember the time he was naked?
Obviously.
Oh, I wish I was there for that.
See?
Man. I'm really.
How are we doing now? We all right?
Yeah, I'm just going.
Huh?
It was really blurry when you did that. You gotta click it so it. That's better. Oh, that was good. No. Yeah. That's better. Can you talk for me?
Can I talk?
Yeah. Talk.
Really sexual or? Hi. Hello. Howdy lips.
How did Randall pick you to come over here and talk to me? Where's Randall?
Who's Randall?
Sorry. What's Terry's son's name? I don't know Terry. Russell. How did Russell pick you to come here and talk to me?
Well, he didn't even know.
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy about this one, eh?
That's what I'm thinking.
Russell's gonna
This would be the end of my Scandy career.
right. I like that you call it Scandy. Scandal.
Oh dear.
Excuse me.
Is it I'm too high voltage? I've been told that.
I don't know why you're not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got me?
No, it's not that, because I can hear you. I'm thinking it's
I can hear you. One of those is not working out.
Isn't there a song to Sesame Street of that?
One of yours is not working out?
That's right.
One of yours is
Not
not.
the same.
We're working on it. Seems to me we have a problem.
Hello, hello,
every
hello.
day.
This one's working. So we're
Seems
just
to
gonna
me.
switch.
That one's dying.
I don't know. I'm gonna figure.
Rental?
It out. Rental. You're using the one we own.
Stuck in the hairspray.
Figure out this one. So you put that one on. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm attached. I'm attached.
So what's wrong with the other mic? Was the other mic working last round?
Yeah, no, I can hear myself now. I think it just maybe wasn't close enough. Hello, 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 hello.
Turn it up.
Hello, 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 hello. It's up all the way.
No, on whatever on your panel. How? On that panel.
It's up all the way.
Oh.
All the way.
This is like ruining my entire hairstyle.
Holy fuck. Turn that down. Jesus Christ, you don't need to blow out my eardrums.
Is that your own voice is blowing it out?
No, I can hear everything right now. Turn that shit down.
Dude,
Yeah.
back where it was.
No, that's better. When I had that too loud, I was making everything too quiet and Danny didn't like the sound.
Danny didn't like the sound. Tell Danny to go pound sand.
Yeah.
My mom says that.
Pound sand.
Pound sand.
Yeah.
I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live from REMI, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We
I
are
want to wear
having
one so I can talk.
we are having some technical difficulties.
Danny can flash that up on the screen.
There are technical difficulties.
Hello.
Technical.
That one's off.
Welcome to Goat Vision. I'm Tim Byrne, your host. This is the new show. Goat Vision by Tim Byrne. I like the way you laugh. So I just mocked a woman that I don't know, eh?
Now, does my hair look like I just laid somebody? Because that's kind of like it feels like. And I didn't even get to have a cigarette after it. Like, come on. Okay, good. Thanks. Sorry, I snork a lot. I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're ready to go.
If my wife wasn't here, I'd be flirting with you right now for sure.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's, my day and age, here's the funny thing, is I was going to change jobs. I thought, because in my life where I am at now, I thought either I'll change jobs or have an affair. I had no energy left for the affair, nor do I have any money for it. So
Right.
I just changed jobs. Yeah.
So you changed jobs instead of husbands.
Yeah, I kind of like mine too, so.
I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne. Oh. Yeah, you gotta stay close. Don't mess with that.
Am I
That's
gonna
a
put
problem.
I thought I was putting lipstick on it.
I don't care if you put lipstick.
Okay, if I licked it, I'll lick it.
Lick it all you like.
I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. We're down here at the REMI Show for another great episode of Tim Byrne Almost Live. And I have a brand new best friend. I'm so excited. From Scandi, which is actually Scandinavian
Yes.
Lighting.
Cleaning services.
Damn it.
Lighting. Did you not
Okay,
read my
so
card?
No, I didn't. Because I
Excellent.
got caught up on the fact that Terry Hayes had passed away.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
you started with the company just after he passed away, right?
Yes, so
But
he
you
passed
did,
in
but
the
you
summer.
did speak to him, and
Yes.
you did know him.
Yes, I did. Very.
And now his son is the head hoogaroogie
the President Russell.
in charge of
Yes.
you.
Yes. Putting his reins on me.
Where are you out of?
So I'm actually out of Peterborough.
Oh,
So, but going back, I used to deal with.
isn't that where the penitentiary is in Peterborough?
You're a little west of that. So.
You got out?
I got out
for
just
one
for
day.
the day.
No, I
No,
got
2 days actually. I was here yesterday too.
Were you?
Yes.
A 2-day pass.
A 2-day pass, but I have to hand in my shoes tomorrow. So.
Right.
To prove that I was here. So.
Right, I got that.
Yep,
Your pass,
yep.
right? You got to give him
I
the pass.
passed,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Yes.
How long have you been with the company? Since February?
Just since February.
And you guys do cleaning, but you do facility maintenance, so
Correct.
that's beyond cleaning.
Absolutely.
So what else do you do?
So we actually have quite a plethora of services that we provide.
What do you have?
Plethora.
That's a great
Don't
word.
ask me to spell it, but I'll say it and I'll spray it, okay? So just letting you know, you're going to have lip gloss on you after this.
Do you work out of your house?
I hate that, yes.
You hate it? Or you hate lip gloss at your house?
I love lip gloss. It's no good for my hair, but I hate working out of my home.
Why?
Because everyone thinks you love it, but I did it prior, and you are never off. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're in your jammies at 10 o'clock at night,
I love
you're
that.
still on.
I love being able to eat Cheerios, do yoga, do some work, go back and watch some Oprah, do some work.
But the
Put
part
some
I
laundry
miss
on.
is the camaraderie when you're in an office or you see it. So this is what I love about Scandi. When I need to get used and abused.
Sounds like scandal.
Sorry, when I need to be used and abused by Scandinavian staff, which are fabulous people, I go to the Woodbridge office.
Okay.
So we have 6 offices across Canada.
You do?
We do. And our head office is actually Edmonton.
Right.
So that is where Russell and the family, our head office is.
Do you think after this airs you're going to get fired?
I do believe my 3-month probation is over.
Is it?
So, no.
No, it's not over?
No, I was one of those smart ones.
February, March, April,
Oh,
May.
yeah, I'm good.
Oh, you're
Well,
fine.
we've
You
been
said February, right? So February, March.
sending me notices for a meeting,
See?
and that's been for a while. I think that this just put the stand on my days with Scandinavian.
So you got 6 offices. Where are they all? Where are they all?
Oh my golly gee.
Edmonton.
Okay. Edmonton,
Woodbridge,
BC,
Toronto.
Yeah, BC, Montreal, Calgary, Sask, Saskatoon, Manitoba.
Saskatoon.
Sure, Saskatoon. Is that 6? That's 6.
Yeah, that's 6.
There we go.
I had to look at my
did well.
fingers, but I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Yes, it was good. You took your shoe off for that 6th one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm missing my baby toes. I
Excellent.
understand that's just an evolution of mankind that the baby toe will be gone
Okay.
in the next 25 years. Yeah, it's an unnecessary thing.
Oh.
The baby toe. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I won't follow.
Supposedly, so is my hair on my head. Yeah, it just fell out. It's like a yarmulke on the back of my head.
Excellent.
Built in, like a tattoo into my head.
Nice.
Right?
I sure hope you edit this really well. So
You're getting fired for sure.
Totally.
Okay, so 6 offices. You actually have full staff then, like.
Yes. Yes.
And you're doing more than housekeeping.
Oh, absolutely. So, and really where we're strong is in the retail and the recreation and arenas.
Arenas, like hockey arenas?
Hockey arenas.
So
sports,
Canadian of you.
Oh, so Canadian. People keep asking me for tickets for such functions, like I'm a sports addict. Do I look like I'm a sports addict?
You do.
I'm a fashion person that shops at Winners. There's a plug for Winners. But so anyways, but we do so many different services. So it's not
Like
only
what?
cleaning, so snow removal, window cleaning. We're just looking outside the box for some other verticals that we could expand on. So we're not
But you're
just
doing
a
housekeeping too.
Absolutely, that's our primary.
Is it?
For sure, for sure. And it's mostly in businesses.
Yeah.
So that's where, the funny thing is Terry and Russell were their only salespeople.
Okay.
And they are so large. When Russell approached me to join his company back in September, just shortly after Terry had passed, and he said, Trace, it's only going to be you and I. And I thought to myself, how the heck did they grow so big? And it's word of mouth, and their reputation is
No,
spotless.
how old's the business itself?
So the business was actually 1956 is when it was pioneered.
Okay, stop.
Back in Western Canada.
Terry's not that old. Terry
No.
wasn't old.
So then Terry and his wife Hilda had bought it in 1982. So the kids were very young when they purchased.
So Terry must have been working there first.
No, I think he just acquired the building.
Really?
I think the company, I believe so. And
That's funny.
Isn't that funny? And they have such a strong. So that's really where they grew, was Western Canada.
For sure.
And so respectful.
How'd they find you?
Well, so that's the sad part. So I've been in this industry a little.
I thought that was a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Okay.
I've been in this industry for about 28 years, and yes, I did start when I was 9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So just getting that out there. So I was actually 4 months shy of my 25-year anniversary in distribution.
Okay.
With Swish Maintenance.
Okay.
And I wore so many hats there and loved it. I'm a true prodigy of one of the owners, Mike Ambler. Mike Ambler took me on. My background's accounting.
Right.
I went to school for accounting. That's how Swish hired me, was accounting.
Do you like sales better? Or do you like
I
accounting?
do love sales better. Well, the other thing too with accounting is my professors had told me that I overthought things. So really, that's another way to say you really know what it is, accounting. So,
Where Rice Lake is?
yes.
Do you ever go on Rice Lake? Do you know where it is?
Yes.
Do you know Heartland?
I've heard of it.
BJ's?
I've heard of that. Hey. Okay.
Where were you going?
I wasn't going anywhere.
My mother owned Heartland Marine for 30 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I figured it'd be
I remember Heartland. One of my first jobs was Anstruther Marine up in Apsley.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I like Apsley.
I wanted to buy a snowmobile suit, and my dad said, "You get your arse in that marine and start working for it, and then you can buy your own."
So you're a girl from up there anyway.
I am.
You're a Northern
I
Ontario
grew
girl.
up. Yep. I grew same house on Little Lake
Yeah.
in Peterborough, where the big lift locks are,
Yeah.
until I was married. So yeah. So
how did they found you through?
So what the connection was is I worked with Swish and I worked on some national. So like I said, I wore many hats at Swish. I was a GM. I was a strategic executive, which looked after national accounts. And so one of my large national accounts, I needed a great BSC provider
What's
out
a
west.
BSC?
Building service contractor.
I'm going to
Okay.
use that from now on.
So just through colleagues, they said, why don't you reach out to Scandinavian? And that's how it all started, how I got to know them. And so worked really well with them, had very little issues servicing our customer out west. And so then I left Swish and went over to Avmore. They asked me to
Yep.
join them, manufacturer.
Were you in the thing this morning, the presentation?
Yes, I was.
And the gentleman?
And Michael Watt, yes.
He was your ex-boss.
No, he was my colleague. He and I both are directors.
Gotcha.
We were directors there.
Right.
And Mike and I have known each other. We call each other, I'm his work sister, and he's my work brother when I worked at Avmore.
Most people go work wife, work husband.
Well, the work wife for Avmore, that's Lena, their marketing director.
Gotcha, okay.
So that position was already filled with Mike.
So you just want to be a sister, not a wife.
That's right, yeah. And we just knew too much about each
you
other.
know,
We really didn't
I
like
guess
each
you can't
other.
have. I guess you can't have work affairs, right?
No, I've never heard of those. So
I had one of those. Didn't go well at all. I
Yeah.
ruined my whole marriage. No, this marriage is fine.
Is this where this got ruined? Was with
The
this
first,
one?
no, the first one got ruined through a work affair.
But not through this current wife.
No, that was
Okay.
10 years ago. I got
Oh,
divorced
okay.
10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I had the work affair 11 years ago,
Oh, alrighty. Okay.
and then got caught.
Oh, okay.
And my brother decided to tell my current wife,
Oh.
or my ex-wife.
Your
Sorry, current
ex-wife,
at that
yes.
time, told her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, he said, either you're either going to give me $100,000 or I'm going to tell your ex-wife. So I told my ex-wife.
Yes.
And then she
yes.
kicked me out.
And then she kicked you out. Yeah.
And
but
then that girl sued
oh,
me
there's
for
Mike
wrongful
Gambler right
dismissal.
there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Where?
Mike Gambler
Oh,
just.
way over there. Yeah, yeah.
No, he walked around the corner.
Down that way.
Yeah, it went that way. Anyway, so that's having your 30th wife and not realizing it until you're 30.
Come on.
You missed it. We missed it. We thought you were wedding anniversary, and we looked at it and we're 36. Isn't that sad?
It's Alzheimer's.
That's what it is too.
Dementia.
Yeah, I keep them young.
My
so
new wife,
he's
my
way-
award in her retirement home insurance.
Oh, do they have a cleaning service? No, I'm sorry. Okay. never
Ottawa.
mind. Oh, we cover there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do, but they use their own cleaners.
And that's the greatest thing to do. Yep.
They have their own in-house staff.
But and so for those,
Because they have nurses, and it's
Oh,
all
for
intimate
sure.
bed care, and there's a whole bunch of things
Absolutely.
going on. It's not just.
right? Yes, picking up poop. Well, and the building service providers, what they will do the things that the in-house people don't have time to do. So, for example, if they had to clean these outside windows, your staff wouldn't do that.
Right.
It's
So
huge.
you're-
so
you're-
that's where
so you're
companies
gonna-
like ours would come in and do a special service.
How do you run all those offices?
Oh, they've got
Do you have
some
a manager
great,
each
they've
one?
got some great teams. No, so the funny thing is my role is sales. So I'm sales development for Eastern Canada, but Russell and I kind of talk, so we're just kind of going everywhere. We have some fantastic operational people. And when I first joined on with Scandinavian, I said, let me come and see what you guys do.
Right.
How can I sell what you do if I don't see it, if I don't do it? You know, you can't talk the talk if you don't do the walk.
You're not telling me you went to every
Well,
office.
let me tell you, that was the biggest. No, I was just teasing.
You didn't go to every office. Did
No,
you?
I didn't. But I went in the middle of the night downtown Toronto, and they threw me into the washrooms.
Ew.
And I had to clean the washrooms. And
Like, was it an aggressive situation?
Oh,
where you had to,
absolutely.
like, you had to punch people out and stuff?
No, no, no. And
Well,
so,
they're throwing you in the can.
so, first of all,
I would have been fighting the whole way. Come on, no way, stop doing that.
And so, first of all, I would be no good at that because I'm too slow. It took me
I
2
thought it was because you were
hours.
vertically challenged.
And that too.
You couldn't touch the high spots.
So I'm vertically, horizontally, and directionally challenged. So that's what I'm going to say
Oh, I
about
thought
that.
she was mentally.
So no.
I was waiting for this. Like,
No.
mentally. Say mentally.
So
Didn't work.
anyways, I have the utmost respect for
Yeah,
for
man, they
our
work
team.
hard.
Our teams, the operational, what they do day to day, night to night is
Who
phenomenal.
runs Saskatoon? Who runs
Okay,
how do they run all those other bloody offices?
so what we have two gentlemen, Mike Casey, who is our VP of Operations for Ontario Mansas, and then we have
I like when you say
Mamo.
Mansass.
Mansas, okay.
Right.
And then
Sounds
we
like
have,
man's ass.
oh dear. And then we have Mamo, who runs, so he is the VP.
You have Mamo that runs Mansass?
No, Mamo runs VP. He's the VP of Operations for Western Canada. So those gentlemen orchestrate the teams.
Okay.
And then we have district managers that orchestrate the account managers.
Masso?
Mamo.
Mamo. Why isn't Mamo running Mansass?
No, Mamo's not. Oh my golly gee, is he just doing this?
We should switch
We should
Mamo
switch- no. So
over
Mamo
to
just
Mansas.
actually Mamo just.
Hi, Mamo from Mansass.
No,
Working for
Mamo.
Scandy. There's a sweet bit there.
So, oh my lord, who signed me up for this? No, Mamo actually just got promoted to be the VP of Operations nationally. So we were actually looking for someone for the Western region to be the VP of Operations there.
You need like a Sarah from Mansass.
Sam from Sam from Mansas.
Yeah, Sam. Right?
It's like
Manny.
Yeah, it's like
Manny from Mansass.
it was like the company I used to work for.
Could
We
you
had
see
all
the ad
mics.
Indeed? Specifically, we need something that has synergy with the word Mansass. If your name does
Is this
not
how all
fit,
the interviews went? No wonder you have so much time for editing. It's gonna be, the last of it's going to be high. That's it.
so you're looking.
She's from Scan. That's it.
So you're looking for another director now.
We're going to be looking for, yes, we're looking for one for Western Canada. Absolutely.
But you must have a manager in each one of those offices, though, right?
Well, Mike.
Or a supervisor. You have
we
somebody.
do.
I
Like
mean,
Mike oversees them. So all the team.
like they're brick and
for
mortar.
Ontario-
They're brick and mortar offices.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So Mike oversees the Ontario
Yep.
team. So we do have managers for
Okay.
sure. But you know what?
How
The
often do you
autonomy.
meet?
Pardon me.
How often do you meet? Do you guys get together once a year?
We get together. Well, I don't know about that. I haven't been there a year yet. But we're on conference calls every week or every 2 weeks. So we're always connected with everyone.
Nice.
And the executives, we all are on conversations at least twice a month, if not 3 times.
Really?
So, yeah. And then I'll fly out to Edmonton and wreck a rental car and then come back and I'll be good. So I've done that twice. I don't think I'm allowed to rent cars anymore.
Have you wrecked them?
Well, I kind of broke one a little bit.
What do you mean you broke a rental car?
Well, I kind of flipped the hatch open really hard and fast, and it hit the pipe in the underground parking, and it wasn't like a Ford Edge or anything. It was like a BMW.
You went to the BMW?
I did. Well, I had points, so I thought, well, I'll upgrade for the
Do you
free
bring your
points.
husband with you when you?
No, gosh, no. He
What's
wouldn't
your
be with
husband
me.
do?
He's one of those techie geeks. He's like
He built
the
software?
geeks. Yeah, he'll
Geek
do
Squad
soft-
kinda guy?
Yeah, like a geek squad. He's like computers, all that kind of stuff, and a handyman. But not a very good memory if we don't remember our anniversary. So yeah. Yep.
And you're wrecking cars for Scandy.
Well, not Scandy. I paid for them on my credit card, so it's my credit card company paid for the damage.
How much damage did you do?
I think it was about $1,500.
Really?
Yeah, that frickin' lip on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. That's depressing. Let's get on to something more positive.
Okay, let's do that. How many phone calls do you make a day to customers?
So between emails and
Now forget emails, just phone calls, live calls.
phone calls, probably about 10.
Okay.
Yes, but remember, I'm new, so I have a huge leads list. Ask me in 6 months, it might be 2. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah.
The number's supposed to go up, not down. We ask our salespeople to reach out to at least 20 people they don't know every day.
And
That's the goal.
I do that rule, but it's a combination between LinkedIn, so I'm on Sales Navigator, so I use that tool all the time.
How come we don't use Sales Navigator and LinkedIn?
It's expensive.
I know it is, but why don't we use it?
Yeah, so you do in-mails, so I'm allowed 20 in-mails, so I'm very careful with those. But between phone calls and emails and in-mails.
What else does LinkedIn Navigator do for you?
So what it does is it provides.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yes,
Sorry, that's why I'm asking
and it's
the question.
fabulous. It's a fabulous tool for networking, but on the Sales Navigator side, you can drill down to your demographics that you want to target. So if I want to look for companies that have 10,000 or more employees, there are so many different variables to do the searches on. I should work for Sales Navigator and pitch it. No, I don't want to do that because I'm not a techie kind of girl.
But your husband is.
Yeah, but you know what? I have no patience
How long have you been married for?
It'll be 32 years.
And I was seeing if she
She's
knew.
just remembered. If I remember.
She couldn't remember the first couple of them.
Actually, I lied. It's going to be 33 this year. 86 is when we were married. Yeah.
See, she couldn't even remember after the remembering of that time we remembered it.
Yeah.
So are you working out of? Sorry, are you traveling a lot then?
Yes. And I love traveling. It's quiet time. You get your thoughts. You just
But you don't
kind
bring
of
your
break
husband?
No.
Is that how your marriage is done so well?
I think so. And it keeps the calls down from Children's Aid when they were young, when I was away. You got to cut that for sure. Oh my golly.
Children's Aid?
So I'll tell you really fast.
We're live streaming right now too.
You
by the
are
way.
so going to get me in trouble, but I'll tell this story anyways. So
Russell Hayes is who you're going to get the email from.
So when my kids were really young, I started on the road. Well, actually, my son.
So sorry, let's just stay current for 2 seconds. Where are you? Are you traveling mostly to Toronto? Are you going to Montreal? Or
Well, right now we're
on a daily, weekly basis. Where?
Absolutely. At least Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm traveling into the GTA because we really want to grow Ontario.
Right.
That's our focus right now for the next couple more months. So we're really getting some in-ground in there. Then I'll start traveling to Mansas and out to Edmonton and Calgary with Manny. Yeah, and
Carl
so,
from Calgary. I would want all my operations people to have a name that directly related to the city they were in. Like if I had a guy for Toronto, I want him Tonto.
Tonto, oh my golly.
Tonto from Toronto. Tito from Toronto. Right? Eddie from Edmonton. Carl from Calgary. Manny from Mansas. I just think Mansas is good. So you're moving all the time. Are you sleeping in hotels then?
Oh yeah, when I go away, for sure. In Ontario, I'm not. I just,
gotta go home.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, I did for this show because it's too early in the morning to drive from Peterborough. Tried it once and I didn't like
Once
that.
the 407's connected, it'll be fine.
It'll be okay, but you know what? The expense of it is brutal. Regardless who pays for it, it's expensive.
Sure.
You know, if you're running that 3 times a week, holy Hannah banana.
Yeah, but Russ can afford it.
Yeah, I
He's
gotta
rich,
be a good
eh?
girl though. I gotta be a good girl.
He's
I gotta keep my expenses down.
He has more money than God.
Yeah, okay. Look, we're still working on the ROI of his investment of me, so I got to make sure I don't
Okay, so how long
spend.
does that take? A year or two?
We're thinking, 16 to 18 months.
Yeah.
Because
really,
these are some really big deals.
That's an honest answer. I like it.
Yeah. So for sure, there's some deals that I can probably flip soon. But
So how does he measure you? On say every 3 months, every 6 months, how does he measure your performance to see if you're actually heading towards a target that recoups your primary investment?
Right. So it's kind of a mutual aspect of that. Right now we're
But how
working
much
on.
job you should tender?
Well, so here's the cool thing: that's the nice thing about being. This is a fresh new system for us, sales. So we want to develop a CRM because down the road, like I'm hoping in 18 months, we will be hiring a sales team. And I'll be overseeing the sales team.
Right,
so we need to build. That's right. So I need to build a really good CRM, so that.
What CRM are you going to use?
That's what we don't know. So right now we have ScandiTrack, which is actually.
What's ScandiTrack?
So ScandiTrack is actually a phenomenal tool that Russell and his dad built, and we use that in our field. So it's checks and balances for.
That's for operations.
That's right. But there's also a
Blitz.
Oh, so you're pitching that one. Okay, so that's good.
Well, they're like a Salesforce, but they're a cheaper version of it, are less Excel, more dashboard orientated.
Good.
I don't know them, Jack
Diddle?
Quiz knows, but I really liked the chick that was doing it, and I felt that she, right?
So I'll take a photocopy. I'll
to the point where we liked her, and she also has this call logic that I like too.
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
Okay, so,
anyway,
but how does Russ determine at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, like you said, 18 months to see
Right.
some return on your investment?
Well, it'll tell the first PO.
Okay.
So right now we're doing quotes. So he sees the momentum of those, and like I said, we're building a CRM together.
Who quotes the work?
It's a variety of people. So
You?
it'll be myself when I get to know it.
Hey, how are you?
Psych.
I know, right? Psych.
So threw the whole game off. We're
Really,
done.
We're finished. This is Tim Burns,
Drop
Almost
the
Live.
mic.
We're
No.
off for the rest of the night. Those people from Best Buy Future Shop are retarded.
I empathize with
No,
you guys.
we're not done. We're not done. So how do you?
So we're mutually we speak every. I did the lip gloss thing again with the lips. We speak every week.
So okay,
but
mine
then
smells like asparagus.
Oh, as long as nothing else does. And then every 2 weeks we talk about, and I have a manual CRM that we review.
So you're physically keeping
absolutely,
track of
yeah,
what you're doing.
for
right?
sure, for sure. So again, it's only the two of us, so it's easy to keep track of each other, and it's mutual. The same thing. If he's working on something big, then he lets me know about it.
Right.
So then I'm not double dipping on his deals. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not
So
going
who's
after.
running the booth here?
So I signed us up because this is our first time.
You have a booth?
Yes.
Are you by yourself?
No, I have my teammates are there. So two of our operational people
they
are
come
here.
in and help you.
Oh, absolutely. Yesterday's team was phenomenal.
Oh, you have different people today?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes. Oh, no. They've never been to the booth, like to an ISSA.
It's hard when you have new people from one day to the next because they get the drift the first day.
Yes.
I mean, I find trade shows have a culture of their own.
Yes.
And the first day you kind of get to figure it out, and then the second day you can pick up the pace.
Yeah.
And if you have new people every day, I always find that new people, the first few hours they're here, they're kind of trying to figure out the landscape and how things are functioning, right?
Yes.
I don't like it's funny. I don't want new people every day. I want the same crew from one end of a trade show to another.
And I could, but this was like I said, this is our first year.
Never mind, you're new too, and you like to meet everybody. You get to know them too.
Absolutely, but the three that were here yesterday, they wanted to come back today. But unfortunately, I had two already assigned, and plus they have to experience it as well.
Totally.
So REMI invited our business into the ISSA world, and to us, rave reviews. They've had a great time so far, meeting customers that we invited, new potential customers, but also the manufacturers and the suppliers and the distributors.
You get to do a podcast.
They never, and you get to do a podcast with a filter, I pray.
Right
but
now?
anyways, you never know. But it gives them the exposure that they need. You know, when they're out in the field, if they saw something at the show, they say, hey, I can help you, Mr. Customer. I know the answer, or I know a resource for that answer. You know, and that's what our values and our core values at Scandinavian are, you know, service is key, motivate.
Kindness.
Absolutely.
Sorry, you're a kind person.
Absolutely.
And so is Terry.
Oh, the cream of the crop. And the whole family is. It's amazing.
So I've only met Russ twice, and at the same functions. You get
oh yeah.
But I knew his father, and I see his father twice a year for 20 years. Do you get it? Like
wow.
And then I've only found he passed away when I was at a function.
Oh dear.
With Russ, and Russ and I went. You look so familiar to me. Of course, I hadn't seen Russ ever. Do you get it? But it looks like his father.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And he's so young.
Right.
But that gray hair doesn't help.
Well, how old is he?
In his 30s.
Is he?
Yes.
I'm 52.
Yeah. I don't feel like his mother, but I feel like an aunt.
Right?
Yeah. So totally, that's something.
We're gonna get some hair men color stuff
for men.
What's
but
that?
That's peculiar.
What's the one I use in my beard? Just for men. Get just for men. Because I'm white as ghost. I look like Santa.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as creepy as him then, hopefully.
Santa? Do you think Santa's creepy?
Some days, some of ours in Peterborough are a little bit creepy. I wouldn't take my kids there. Well,
Yeah,
they did
okay.
once, yeah. Yeah.
Tracy.
Yes, honey.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're going to come across like a rock star.
I don't
You
know
are.
what of that you're going to get.
In all honesty, Tracy, you're such a kind, nice person. You got good energy and a good aura.
Thank
It's going
you.
to come across that camera at 100 miles an hour.
I hope so.
And,
I
and
hope
Russ
so.
made the right hire.
I hope so. I really love the company. The funny thing is, my career is I've been with family companies, and it's
Well, you're either into it or you're not.
That's right.
Just so you
Absolutely.
know, yeah.
Swish, great company. Avmore,
Yeah.
great company.
Because you're either into that
Scandinavian.
corporate, because there's a
Yeah.
real different culture between a
Yeah,
family
absolutely.
business and a
Absolutely.
corporate stakeholder, shareholder business,
Correct.
right? Really
Correct.
big, a huge
Absolutely.
difference.
Absolutely. There's
Yeah.
so many pros
And
and
you
cons to
don't-
both, but I love
right,
them
there's
all.
pros and cons for both. And you're really
Absolutely.
into the family or you're not.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Yeah.
family
for
businesses
sure.
can be
Yeah.
really stressful
Oh, for sure.
because
For
you're
sure.
working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with them.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
Just, it's just different though because you feel like you're.
Yeah.
It's okay to be in your house coat while you're working in a family business.
Yeah.
When a corporate business, you're there at 8 and you finish at
Yeah.
5 and
Exactly.
and everything. You know,
And you have a
it's-
life after 5.
And
for
you
sure.
do, but you also have this very strict mandate.
Yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Huh? 2 sick days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
At our
exactly.
place, everybody gets to come and go as they please.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're sick. Here's the difference. At our place, when you're late,
Yeah.
people ask if you're okay.
Yeah.
In a corporation, they ask where you are.
Yep, exactly. Absolutely. You know, it's funny, when I resigned from Swish, it broke my heart. It literally broke my heart. But again,
It broke theirs too, I bet.
It did.
Must have
Like,
shocked
you know,
them, right?
Mike Gambler, like I said, I'm a protege
Sure.
of him. And that was the toughest thing because I just admire him, and to this very day I still adore him, and I adore them all. They brought me to who I am today, and I just have so many kudos for them, and have more as well. But yeah, it's a tough culture.
You don't have to hold that.
Okay, well, I was afraid it was going to drop. So, anyways, but
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
thank you very much, Tim. I
I'm
appreciate
Tim Byrne.
it.
This is Tim Byrne Almost Live with my dearest friend Tracy from Scandi.
Navian.
See, I like to say Scandi.
Well, say it properly and then say it.
Scandinavian. Scandi.
Are we going to get engaged in
No,
a minute?
thank you for coming
Okay.
on the show. I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I am your Wednesday night drive home. We are down here at the REMI Show. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, love. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're
Oh,
going to
my-
come across like a rock
Oh my golly. Is this your last one
No.
today? Okay, that's good. Okay. That was fun. Oh
Super
my
fun.
golly.
And Russ is going to like it when it's all finished and edited. We were live streaming that.
Oh my gosh.
It's not as, it's when it's reproduced when we really get a lot of traffic.
You need to reach out to Russell and just say
I'll tell him what you did.
he's a great guy.
Write his cell phone out for me. Jot it down. His cell, not some stupid number. I'm not gonna give.
Someone gave me their business card
Yeah.
to come on the show, and I tried to call him, and it's only an office line. An office line and a fax number. I'm like, first of all, who faxes anymore?
Got a
Second
pen
of all, yeah, I
Well, I'm
do.
looking for my cell phone.
Is this it?
Oh, that's it.
Right down there.
What?
Yes, his father. I hang out with him twice a year for 17, 18,
And
19
where
years.
did you hang out with him?
At Prism.
At Prism. Okay. So I just experienced
I
Prism
was at
this
Prism
week.
with Russ in Denver.
Just this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Russ,
there too.
where did I see you?
Yeah. Well, so here's the funny thing is, Russell, that was my first time with Prism, and so he says, I love the speed dating part where all the customers are there. So I love that, but Russell was to do it. 2 minutes in, I'm in sneakers, and he texts me and says, you got to go and do the speed dating. I mean, like, geez, I am
Why?
not.
Why?
I was, because I wasn't going. I was going to go.
Why did we go do it now?
Because he was on. It was to do it at 10 o'clock. And at 5 to 10, he had to go to a meeting. He said, Tracy, I need you to go in and do the speed dating. So I just peed my pants, but it was pretty cool.
How'd you do?
I loved it. I loved it. Finding out if there's an opportunity for you to grow your business, if they have a current provider, if they do, when you want to, whatever the process is. Just introduction as well. So it was really good. But again, they know skin. So
they make an announcement about the move out yet? We all have to try to get out of here.
So where you guys gotta go?
Well, we have an office in Barrie, we have an office, we have an office in North Toronto, and we have an office in Ottawa.
So where do you have to move all this to?
Toronto.
Yeah.
Or Barrie. What do you say? I don't give a shit once it's past the floor. As long as it's out of the city, you've got a reason time. I'm all set in stone.
My bladder's full. Thanks, Tim. I so appreciate
Nice to meet you.
Thanks very much.
I'm gonna call him.
I wish you would.
I'm gonna go.
It's gotta be awesome. He'd love that. He'd love that.
Somebody call Chuck and find out what's gonna happen. See, I hate the waiting though. Well, I'm calling Chuck, nobody else wants. Which one's gonna happen?
When you say Chuck, it sounds like Jug. Jug.
I hate when people say that. Well, yeah, it's all. It means he's busy. It doesn't mean he didn't know. Dylan, Pat's going with Lindsay. Everybody's staying in his booth. So Cat can over for lunch with the people from Best Buy.
And we don't do snow plowing, we don't do grass cutting.
We're gonna put Connor in here. I'm just letting you know. We're gonna lift him up and put him in. Yeah, we're doing it right now. Here?
Okay. So let's round up the
Lori from Higgins. Oh, from the okay. I'll bring you over. So did you guys use your own trucks to bring all this stuff?
No, he already kicked me out of PMA.
Hello, hello. Okay, that's better.
Walking up to you.
Good.
And did he need hats?
No, he just said, can we get together next week for lunch? And we don't really have a marketing department, but can we work out a deal?
Gets Remy for, he gets you for free, and you get your space for free.
Right.
And I'm gonna try and be near you.
Right.
Because you keep spending more than I can.
Well, hopefully I don't have to spend anything.
Well, now you
So,
won't have to.
so now that's truthfully, this has been my goal, is to get myself to the point where you pick up the cost, you the shows pick up the cost for my space. I know she is. You to pick up the show.
Fantastic. Did you give her an attaboy today? Or an attagirl? You know what an attagirl is? It's not condescending. Attagirl.
It's 100% condescending.
Yeah, it's
It is
fully
not.
condescending. Yeah, she's a millennial, eh?
That's a compliment.
No. Do you have a business card on you, young lady?
I have my colleague's business card.
Your colleagues?
Yeah, you can call me Mike.
I love that. I'll call you Mike.
But in all honesty, I just forgot my business card. So
Why?
my email is the same handle. So Lucy at peakpowerenergy.com.
I'm not worried about your email. I don't have email.
You don't use email?
No, at all.
You only communicate via podcast?
Podcasts and telephones. That's all I do.
There you go. That's all you need.
How do you pronounce that?
I call him Mike. I think it's Skurninsky.
Shaninsky?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easier than my husband's last name, which is Shmolovietz.
Your husband's last name is Shlomovietz?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Sorry, my apologies. That's the one, right? Is that one? That's live. Hi, I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne, Almost Live. We're down here at the REMI Show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We are in the final blows of the show. Holy smokes, I think my voice is going to pop by the time I'm finished. I'm with Mike
Skurninsky.
Shaninsky. You don't look like a Mike. What's your real name?
Lucy fan.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming on my show. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I know nothing about you whatsoever, and I like the podcast where I don't know anything. But I do have your business card, and it's called Peak Power.
Yes.
Peak
that's
Power
right.
Commercial. This guy, you're not Mike.
I'm not Mike, and I'm not the commercial operations manager. No.
What does Peak Power do?
So Peak Power Energy, we're a Toronto-based technology solutions company, and we're focused on leveraging big data machine learning to predict the most expensive moments of peak demand. And our goal is to help buildings and facilities take control of their energy bills and save money.
That was a good elevator pitch, eh? You had that memorized, right? Okay, so there's a lot of technology in the market already to measure power. I mean,
Sure.
Because
And we leverage that off-the-shelf technology. So we use off-the-shelf technology to enable the analytics that we deliver.
all right, but why would I pay if there's already technology on the marketplace to measure my hydro consumption or electricity consumption? Sorry, hydro. That was a really Canadian thing to say, hydro. So for all the American listeners, we call it hydro. It's electricity consumption. Why would I hire you guys to do analytics? You're doing analytics on it.
So we're predicting the expensive moments of system coincident peaks, and then we're also forecasting the building load profile. So with those predictions, we can help the customer manage their ICAP tag, which is...
Explain ICAP tag.
Sure. So ICAP tag is the customer's contribution to the system's coincident peaks. And for large customers, that is the utility's way of passing through capacity charges that are required to be paid to generators in order to incentivize them to be ready to produce electricity.
So how much
when
data
needed.
do you need? Historical data do you need past to produce a hypothesis for the future? Do you need like 1 year, 2 year, 5 years worth of data, or do you just need a few days?
We take years of data. So we take years of data from the system operator. We have years of weather data. And we use those numbers to train our machine learning algorithms. And that's how we hone in on our forecast in order to make sure that we are accurately able to...
What happens if a building doesn't have... So how much past data do you need to build the algorithm for it? So you're taking their consumption, weather patterns, you just said?
Yes, weather patterns.
Weather patterns, based off of time, right? So it's a time continuum
Sure,
of power use
yes.
and weather patterns.
Yeah, so all the data sets are cleaned and time stamped.
And then you build an algorithm based off that and make that algorithm advance into the future.
Exactly. So we're forecasting what the system is going to do. We're forecasting what energy markets are going to do, and we're also forecasting how the building energy consumption is going to.
So you literally look at futures in energy?
I mean,
Is
we can.
Is it a
we
futures
can.
game? Like, is that because you just said energy costs, right? You're predicting energy costs in the future.
Yes.
Is it a random choice, or are you actually looking at energy futures and going, okay, this is where oil has made a prediction, or natural gas has made a prediction to be over the next 2 years? Because there are oil futures on the stock market, and you can actually pre-purchase or.
Right. So I think the difference is the time scale in which we're running our predictions, right? So we're not predicting 10 years of
Gotcha.
energy prices. What we're doing is predicting on more so a granular level.
Yep.
So minute by minute what energy prices might be.
So what do they save
and
when
what
they
the load
use you?
profile-
What do they save? Do they save? Are they saving real cash, or are they just getting credits back from hydro?
So the value will materialize in different ways. The most meaningful value stream will just materialize on the electricity bill in the form of savings. So when you look at an ICAP tag before battery energy storage, for example, or
Right.
after battery energy storage, you can see 25 to 50% savings on your electricity bill.
Sorry, 25%?
Yeah, yeah.
So on one of these commercial buildings, you could pick up 25% of their energy savings? No way.
If they pay for the battery up front, right? So
So you're not just committing technology and algorithms, you're actually also giving them a storage system to take all that power at the low cost time, dump it into the batteries, and then reuse the power on the backside so they can compensate high peak times with cheap energy off their battery service.
yes, that's one thing we can do. Yes.
All right. Yeah, so the battery storage.
No,
though,
no, that's not even the coolest thing that we do.
All right, we'll get there. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
good. So the
yeah,
battery
let it
storage,
unravel.
where's the battery storage? Is it localized to the site?
So the battery is installed behind the customer's meter. So we're using
At
the
the
battery
site levels, right?
Yeah,
At
at
site
the
levels.
site level, yeah.
So how much battery storage do you need? I guess you don't. So you only need enough battery storage to offset the peak times anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't need a lot of battery storage. In comparison to, you don't need a lot of energy storage because you're only trying to offset 5-6 hours of peak use. Let's say on a July from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 4.
Yeah.
Then then you go back and click and buy the energy at 2 in the morning when it's cheap.
Yeah.
Load the batteries, draw off for the next day.
Yeah.
Is
So that's the right idea. The
That's
notion
the
is that
mechanical idea, right? That's
yeah,
the mechanical idea.
We don't need to take the customer completely off the grid. So during a peak hour, whatever we
Stored.
reduce
Right.
their peak contribution by is like dollar for dollar savings. So
Right, completely. If they aren't using it, they don't pay for it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So,
So to that effect, we typically install 2-hour batteries.
really,
Yeah, yeah. And we're confident in our ability to capture the ICAP tag with a 2-hour battery because our forecasts are very accurate. If you were to install a 5-hour battery,
could a small business do this as well as a big building? Like, could a small building, like, is there much return on your payback if you're a 20,000 square foot facility as if you were a 1,000,000 square foot facility? Or is there a minimum square footage entry point to make it worthwhile?
so in order for it to be worthwhile, the customer has to be Class A eligible. So they have to see an ICAP tag on their hydro bill in order to be able to manage that tag.
Right, but commercial buildings get it. Do condos get a, no.
Sorry?
Would condominiums be under that same,
Some are, yes.
right?
Yes.
Because it's depending on how their system is run, right? Whether it's centralized or whether they're independent.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It depends on how the building's ultimately metered. But to your previous point, there are economies of scale. If we're able to build a much larger project, then the cost of installation might be lower. We might be able to procure batteries at a more competitive price.
Right, because I was thinking, sorry, I always turn things into my own business. I have an industrial buildings, and they
Yeah.
range around 20,000 square feet, single user. And would that system work there as well? No, it's just too
20,000
small.
square foot sounds a little bit small.
Yeah, it's
for
just too
our-
small to manage the cost of to build the infrastructure to take it, right?
Maybe for battery energy storage, but as I said, the analytics that we
I got it. You keep going.
Yeah.
The analytics.
The analytics that we do can deliver value to customers in different ways, right? So energy storage is one thing that we do. And then we also have an IoT-based play where we install internet-enabled sensors in the buildings that we manage. And those IoT sensors in
What's an IoT sensor? What's the acronym?
Internet of Things
Internet of Things?
is IoT.
Come on, is that simple? No. Or what?
So there's little sensors
I
that
know
you
they
stick
are.
on the wall. They're
Yeah.
very non-invasive, and they communicate to the cloud. So we're sending real-time data from small temperature, humidity, occupancy sensors, and using those data points in conjunction with our weather-based data points and our market-based data points in order to optimize how the building could be running their equipment schedules.
And you're that data next to the shove it into the HVAC system, control air, heat, cooling, use of electricity, lights.
Yeah, or
The building environment,
so
or just
we
a
don't-
portion of the building environment?
We track everything that could potentially be a energy hog. We don't
right.
close the loop in that we don't signal back to the building management system to change a set point on the
So
HVAC.
it's almost, that's the next leap, is to go, I'm going to help change your environment internally
Yes.
by the minute, by the hour, whatever, like, so that you're not, so it's not two independent things happening. So there's some synergy from the building's environment to the
Yes.
data you're collecting,
Yes.
right, and the speed, because you're collecting instantaneously,
Yes.
which means theoretically your algorithm could be turned into an equation to run the HVAC system and the building environment systems, whether it be lighting, heating, air conditioning, humidity,
Yeah.
because relative humidity is a big deal for these buildings.
Yeah.
Well,
Tenant comfort is the big thing.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
well, but if the relative humidity goes too high in a building, beyond 40%, they like to keep them in the 35 to 38% relative humidity. They get into the 40s and 50s, and it can turn into mold. You get too low, and the noses all get dry and crusty. And you're
Yeah,
right.
you don't want that.
But if you're giving the appropriate amount of data, you can actually manage it for them on the fly.
Yeah, and monitor the trend so that it doesn't stray out of the comfort range.
Right, out
yeah.
of the zone that's going to be appropriate.
Yeah,
So
and,
what do you-
and then same thing with equipment submetering. In the
Right.
same sense that we're doing IoT sensors to monitor
Submetering's a big business
tenant
too.
comfort. Yeah, we're submetering major electrical equipment so that we can understand the performance of those.
So what's your
pieces of equipment.
background?
My background?
Yeah.
Can you guess?
Tell me, come on, go. Tell everybody in the world.
I'm a chemical engineer.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to MIT.
Yeah, you're one smart lady, eh?
Well,
Right?
I was the dumbest kid on campus. I'll tell you that.
It's okay, I'm the dumbest kid in my company. Okay, so how long have you been with the company for?
Since November of last year.
Oh, you're new.
Is that new?
Oh, yeah,
It
that's-
feels like I've been there forever.
November? You've been there 6 months, 7 months?
Well, it feels like I've done a lot.
You fresh out of school and went there?
No.
You look really young.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
I wish I looked really young. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, take that as a compliment. Okay, so what's your actual job there?
So I am the business development manager at Peak Power.
Okay, that's not your degree.
No, it's not. But I've been working in the business world since I graduated from school, so I never worked a day as an actual chemical engineer.
Did you not? Never.
No.
So what did you do prior to this place then?
So prior to this place, I was working in clean energy infrastructure investment. I was working for a company called New Energy Capital.
Raising capital for?
We were funding infrastructure projects that were primarily clean energy.
You went from funding projects, not executing them, funding them.
Yeah.
So creating the capital investment
Yeah.
to working for a
Technology
startup.
that executes and optimizes projects.
So are you guys aren't you guys are building the technology? Are you actually you got programmers and actual people building this technology, or are you
Yeah. Our team is mostly data scientists and software
Really?
engineers. Yeah. So we're really focused on the software controls and optimization layer. Where
So
we're
who's your
technology
client?
commercial office buildings.
The property management side or the asset management side? The property management side. So there's facilities, property management, and asset, right? So the asset guys are the actual owners.
Sure.
Property manager runs the exterior, skin, the body, right? And then the facility guys are running the occupants.
Yeah.
I guess you're on the utility side, so you're the property you would be looking at property manager like GWL, Oxford.
Yes.
Right, those are your guys,
Yeah,
right? Crown Property Manager, Trio Vest.
Yes, exactly.
Those kind of guys.
Yeah. So those are the folks that we're working with. Not that we can't work with industrials or other types of facilities. I would say that commercial real estate is where we can really deliver the most value between our Building Insights platform, our energy storage as a service offering, as well as the Peak Drive initiative that we've launched in downtown Toronto. We can do energy storage for industrials. We can do energy storage for other types of facilities. It's just that we probably wouldn't do like Peak Drive with them.
Sure, it's not your market yet, right? As technology becomes cheaper, batteries become cheaper, smaller, less storage space, those other markets become more viable. I mean, my one manufacturing facility may be small, but it eats a lot of hydro at peak time.
Yeah.
Because it only runs the one shift during the day.
Yeah.
And if I could use alternate power for it, because my hydro bills are equivalent to an office building of 100,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Because it's running machinery and equipment.
Exactly.
So that's why I brought it up, because I said it sounds like there's a market there. If the problem would be space, I would assume. How much space do the 2 hours worth of batteries take?
So our battery installations,
They must be huge.
they take on the order of a couple hundred square feet.
Per 10,000, like in an office building of like First Canadian Place or Commerce Court. Do you have battery storage at every floor?
No. We would usually put it in the basement or the parking lot.
Even on a big building? Even on a huge building like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So we would maybe take up a few parking spots in their garage, or that equivalent space, maybe not in the garage, maybe in a spare generator room, or.
So you do business development for them?
Yeah.
So you're actually going out to clients. How do you price that stuff?
So we generally price everything on a shared savings contract. So we do performance-based contracting. We don't ask the customers to pay for it up front. They have the option to do that if they desire to pay.
So why are you doing the REMI Show? It's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are a brand new startup.
We're not brand new.
There's a lot more shows on the marketplace that have legacy performance records that says they're going to drive clients. Why did you decide?
So we heard good things about this show, which is why we're here, and we've met a lot of interesting people. And I got really good questions during my session earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah.
How many people showed up? A lot.
Maybe like 20 people. No, not a lot.
No, that's a good.
That's good.
That's a good show for when you do these workshops, great shows.
Uh-huh.
The 15 to 25 is the average. Remember, there's usually 6, 7, 8 of them going on, plus the show floor, plus lunches. I mean, when you have 2,000 people, they get spread out real thin amongst everybody,
true.
right?
Yeah.
And you would get. Who competes against you? Or there must be other companies that do the same thing you do.
So there are companies that do real-time energy management. There are companies that do energy storage. There are companies that do vehicle-to-grid. There's no company that does everything that we do.
Are you Canadian-based?
The company is Canadian-based, yeah.
I deal with friends out of the U.S. called Phoenix Energy, and they do energy management for retailers. That's all they do is energy management for like the big box malls, J.C. Penney, the big. Yeah. Who's here? Beer's here. But they don't do the battery technology, which I find very fascinating. That you do battery technology. Is that popular? The battery side of the business, like to store the electricity, to do the off-peak stuff?
I mean, it's where we started. So the company started out in the energy storage space.
Oh, I thought it started off the energy management side.
No. So what we found out is that in order to make the most money from energy storage, we needed to better understand the building's load profile and be able to forecast it more accurately.
Makes sense.
So that's why we started.
You went the other way.
Yeah, developing the IoT offering. And then what we realized is that when you're focusing in the downtown core, it's hard to get batteries in a lot of the old buildings.
Right.
The elevator shaft isn't big enough. There's not enough space. The loading is too heavy, and the structural engineering is too expensive. So, a lot of buildings end up maybe not being a good option for stationary energy storage, but they can always take advantage of real-time energy analytics and just having the real-time data in order to identify just inefficiencies.
What
within the
phone number do
building.
people get a hold of you at?
I'm not going to give out my phone
You
number.
know, I give up mine all the time. It's 416-984-9045. If you want to come on my show, you give me a shout. Only people that call, I've never been harassed. I tell people to answer my phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Really?
and nobody calls.
Really? I get way too many spam callers.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know why people try to sell to
I
a
think-
business development person. It's like, no, I'm not your customer.
Yeah, I don't. And it's funny too. I don't get those calls. Mind
Really?
you, I hang up on people all the time. I don't. Yeah, I can be a bit of a dick at times to people when they call me, because I answer the phone, Tim Byrne. Right, scares them. Right off the- Thank you so much for coming on the show. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where's your booth? Because I want to come over and see. Do you have
I-
equipment here? Do you have batteries here?
We do not have batteries here, but you can always arrange for a site visit at one of
that'd
our
be sweet.
downtown installations.
You should do
yeah.
that for BOMA. You should do a site tour for them, because they do it, right? You guys did.
Okay.
They did. Peak Power did one. Oh, right.
Yeah,
a tour.
yeah.
A tour with BOMA. Yeah, IFMA. Actually, IFMA would be better. With
Okay,
Nick,
yeah,
we
yeah.
can connect
Who's
you up
the
with
right
Nick.
person at IFNA?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, this lady
Okay.
right here, she is. We can connect you out with IFMA, and that'd be a great site tour with them. They would be really into that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would love that.
Definitely.
I'm Tim
Yeah,
Byrne.
let's
This is
follow
Tim
up.
Byrne Almost Live. We are down at the REMI Show, and I think we're about done. And Kevin the Goat's going home. Alice is going home. Go Raptors. By the time you guys watch this episode, you'll know if they won or not. So I can't be happy yet. But the roads are about to get closed down, and we got to get the hell out of Dodge. Have a good night. Be safe driving home. Dylan, shut up. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Don't hold that in front of there. You're wrecking it.
I have your contact information.
Okay.
For IFMA.
Yeah, we're meeting up with IFMA probably not next week because you're already filling out, but the week after Nick wants to do an interview.
Yeah. So we're interviewing the president of IFMA on our show next week, and then we'll set up something for you.
They're always looking for
Venues,
venues and
content.
events to do to have people come. So we could have an event at one of the sites. Okay. And do a walkthrough. They would love that.
Okay, perfect. And something that I didn't really get to talk about is our vehicle grid, so electric vehicles. So maybe the site
Are you really doing electrical vehicles?
where we're doing electric vehicles back to the grid. So electric vehicles as battery energy storage assets for grid applications. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about with our.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Bye from the REMI Show on Wave. Right? Bye. It's such a sad day. Go Raptors, go. Oh, it's all. Okay. Yeah.
How'd it go? Did you well? Did you have fun?
I don't know. All I do is sit there. I don't talk to anybody.